And we're live.
What is it? I don't think so. Oh, I got fancy.
Yeah, that's my favorite drink. What it is?
You got to bring his favorite.
I was just trying to pick something, and I haven't had the crown. Oh,
See, this
look,
ain't
you
gonna
can't
work.
sit on my
See,
butt.
this ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work.
Yeah, I know my man's.
I got space over here.
But we have women spread in the back. You can't sit on us.
Y'all more comfortable than the sofa?
Not with you sitting on me.
You can lay up on us, huh?
What up?
Let's see. Sharing this to all the groups in North America.
Yeah.
Share button.
Atlanta Professional, Black Thoughts Matter, Lost Garden,
Fusion.
Oh, I'm gonna little handful of Doritos.
Sapio Sex
Just bring the
Experiences.
whole
I don't know
bag,
who put
'cause
me
I
in that
forgot.
joint.
Yeah, me.
Oh,
I got the munchies.
Lit Landlords, Jerusalem, in there.
Mm-hmm.
Promote Yourself ATL, the Howard University Alumni Group,
Uh-huh.
the Juice Box.
Yeah.
We all got promotion. Music is only.
Yeah, we got Hasidic Hefners. Okay,
Thick Chicks Matter. We should definitely be in that group.
yeah. Dorito Bastards.
Well, I'm in there looking at shit. Well, I'm saying y'all can actually be in the group.
I need Dorito, bro.
Damn.
Ooh, Lord.
They like-
That's what I'm worried about. That's what I'm worried about.
Stings and nostrils.
That's what I'm worried about, America. She gonna turn over here and be like, JB. You'll be like, nah, don't talk to JB.
I'm talking dirty.
Yeah, it's gonna be dirty. It's gonna be dirty.
It's formidable. It's a formidable smell.
Gonna be dirty.
At least it ain't nacho.
All right.
Nacho is worse.
I thought about
Good to
that.
go.
Nah,
Good
you
to go.
gonna time with the cool ranch.
Let's see what's going on here. Let nobody see me do that. Right. Whoa. Mel says sex is better off a bean. Scoop both of those. Wait a minute.
What?
A bean. We gonna have to have a conversation about that.
I mean, sex is
I don't-
good with just Hennessy and a spliff. I mean,
Well, hold on. We're gonna get into that.
Yo, how she walk in the door and say exactly? That's amazing. Nah, great minds think alike. That's all.
Alright, so we got everything up and running. Hey,
y'all be having it in J-Sex.
J-Sex. What the heck is J-Sex?
When they leave, they be stealing shit.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, nah.
They be all in your pill cabinet or everything.
Oh.
Nah,
Wait a minute.
nah.
Oh, man, you look like the type of. I can see this leaving in the house with some shit hitting in a bun.
No. The only reason been in my
What you got
butt.
in there? You probably got a razor blade in that junk.
No, I
A
mean,
pistol?
no, that's in my purse.
Oh, okay. I'm just checking. Just checking. So, welcome to Kickback TV, live from Atlanta, also known as the Black CNN.
Hey.
And the revolution will be televised. I'm New the May, the righteous ratchet. If you throw it, I catch it. If you got it, I match it. Every Sunday at 7, we right back at it. Shaolin, fantastic. I don't know that
That was a lot. They was doing a lot. Doing a lot. Wasn't it,
I think it's the crown.
Yeah.
It's a crime.
Yeah.
Hey, I'd rather be
Turn
extra
up.
than that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I can see your breath is like pungent.
okay.
It's
Why are you
She
talking
was
about
quiet.
that?
She did it
because
like under her
she
breath.
eating them damn Doritos. Oh damn! Both of y'all? Oh man!
Yeah, it's about to be.
I know what to do. I know.
Lit.
Turn up.
I'm about to open up these packs. These
You ain't heard my damn
Actuals.
feelings. I know my breath don't stink after, but it was worth it. I had the munchies. You can just break that plastic on that so you can help the sister out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is the show.
All right, Tori, give us your introduction. We'll keep it going.
I'm mother freaking me. Oh, it's her. That's me. Okay, we doing it different. Go ahead.
It's your girl, Tori Grace. We here live, Kickbackers. We chilling, kicking it.
Now,
Sponsored by Crown Royal XO today. And Doritos.
and Doritos.
I want my 2% Frito
Right.
Lay.
That's right.
I ain't mad at that. Let's talk about that. Now it's your turn.
Oh shit, for real?
Yeah.
Alright, what's up
Motherfucking
everybody? This is Mother Freaking Meek.
Well, freaking me.
Yeah, Mother Freaking
Got
Meek.
family watching.
I'm
this
here
shit?
at County down. I'm on Kickback TV. About to get petty a little bit, you know, with my favorite people. Team New. Little,
You forgot my name.
no, I was about to say something inappropriate, but
Oh,
I just
Lord.
try to repent.
Oh.
You know, because sometimes you can't say certain jokes to have certain people look at and you give me that, huh? I was about to say milk dud head, but
Oh
I'm gonna switch it up to JB.
Oh,
You know, because everybody say I don't never get on you, always on him. So
Yeah,
I'm just trying to spread the love.
You know what they say about milk duds, though? You gotta suck. Never mind.
You got, hey, I didn't show him. I mean,
Nah, don't do that. You gotta,
No teeth. No teeth.
gotta suck on it till you get to the soft, milky middle. But anyway.
Oh, this podcast has changed. It has changed.
To a segment already? Because it sounds like
Yeah, are we talking about this? Are we on the sex part already?
We'll get there later. Anyway, y'all, it's JB Frank. What's up? I'm that gangster geek representing NWA Nerds with Attitude. Happy Sunday, everybody. Let's go.
All right, so what's our hot topic, hot story? The brown cow bows down to round vows.
There you
The
go.
round-
it's time for the little list today. What you been doing?
How now, Brown?
I didn't get to exercise with my son this week. So, I mean, I ain't
Oh,
get all this-
Lord. Oh, Lord. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go, everybody.
Oh, it's one of them shows. It's gonna be one of them shows.
Oh, yeah.
If you ain't know, I predict that I'm coming out this shirt too.
You should have been came out that shirt. It had a
It's like
here
65
for one.
degrees outside.
But no, it's not. It's like 50 something.
Normally he had it feeling like Antarctica.
You know what, JB? Why ain't Nicole in here right now?
Because
Because I shut the damn door. And
Yeah, we had a meeting before you got here, and I was like, me always say it's cold.
It is.
So and I said, JB, close that junk, da, 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 da. So we took precaution. But I didn't know that it was going to have me all hot. I think it's y'all too. It's y'all breath got me all hot. The hot breath. Face ass.
Nah, that's your breath curling up into your nostrils because I ain't said nothing yet. Try to bring his damn stank breath on us.
Damn.
Anyway, y'all, the hot story of the day is a fucked up one. To start on a little bit of a serious note, unless you've been living under a rock, you know about the shooting that happened in New Zealand. Another one of our wonderful terrorists who they refused to call a terrorist who shot up a mosque in New Zealand. Tons and tons of people were killed, others injured. It's just a fucked up mess all the way around. And once again, we see the media inappropriately portraying this criminal for who and what he is.
Because it was a religion based and it wasn't Christian. That's why they were giving him a pass like they always do. Let him shoot up a Catholic church or anything like that, they gonna have his head. As long as they doing Muslims and minorities and Baptists and
The
stuff
angelic
like that.
boy lost his mind this week and shot up the church, and it wasn't intentional. They're gonna plead insanity. That's they always
How is it
do.
not intentional? You came with a see.
Right, and he came. And for those that don't know, he went into the mosque masjid in New Zealand, and he live streamed himself killing over 50 people
And that's the part
and
that
injuring
pisses
over
me
50.
off.
Yes.
Load some music up right now to Facebook that hit a dun 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 and it recognizes the beat. They're gonna shut it off within 2
Man,
minutes.
if you
But
load a
17
picture
minutes.
of a girl giving a man head while another girl eating her out, you go on Facebook jail for 30 days. Not that I know.
17 minutes. 17 minutes he live streamed before Facebook finally intervened and shut it off.
What?
But load up a song of even your own music. Load your own music up and see if you don't get shut down within 5 minutes
That's
of
real.
being loaded.
Now that's real.
17 minutes this man was able to live stream while he's going through shooting men, women, and babies. A 3-year-old is dead. But he's not a terrorist.
It's horrible. He left the mosque, went outside, started shooting people on the street. When he got another weapon, went back in. He's playing music. He had his own theme music playing. We talked about uploading a song.
Right.
He had music in the background. He apparently idolized Donald Trump, which I don't want to throw everything on Trump, even though fuck Trump, but I want to be fair at least.
We'll talk about Trump later.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, I get tired of everything that looks like me being attacked. You know, my name is now Tariq Numan. I am, for all intents and purposes, Muslim. And I'm tired of the Muslims being attacked, killed innocently in their place of worship. I'm also black, and I'm tired of these white terrorists going up in their Baptist churches, killing people that look exactly like me. Even though I'm not Christian, these people look like me. They're doing it in the South.
They were doing that for years, decades.
Well, and here's the sort of similarity between this one and so many others. These motherfuckers, they do go after churches. They do go after mosques. Mm-hmm. They go after places where innocent people are doing innocent and righteous things. You know what I'm saying? They're going after What kind of a bitch are you that's the way you think you're going to make things happen? You know what I'm saying? And let's also point out that these types of terrorist acts are easily and by far produced by a majority of white men. Mm-hmm. Let's be clear. Even the quote Islamic extreme terrorism attacks that you read about that happened in Paris and Berlin and those other places, white people are doing that shit too.
Yep.
Let's be clear.
White Muslims.
All the women that are pissed off and upset because they can't come back to the United States because they went and got married to somebody in ISIS, guess what color they are?
White.
Oh.
So let's not try and turn this into a Islamic thing or a war on Islam or a war on anybody but the people who need to be declared war on, and that's these Caucasian men terrorists who are out here killing everybody.
The colonizers
killing everybody.
Who declared war on everybody that's not them. Sounds familiar to me. It sounds like Germany.
I was gonna say
a
Germany.
While ago. Yeah.
Blonde hair, blue eyes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nazis.
Oh yeah, and he went all over the internet.
Thank God, Meek.
Hitler.
He went all over the internet before he did this and was all over different hate groups and talking about this and that. Like,
my thing is,
how do you miss this though?
How is this stuff supposed to be monitored all the time? Like, Facebook got in trouble for sneaking in and looking at people's stuff, but this is stuff that's not getting notified. Like, how do you have a whole hate group and it's not being flagged as something that needs to be, hey, let me peek into this? Like, when you sign up to use Facebook, it doesn't matter if it's a private group or not. You still can see into it as the Facebook owner.
They get on me.
Where's your cybersecurity?
Exactly. They get on me in my sapiosexual group. If I post a picture or something, they put me in Facebook. Oh, well, not me, but somebody else in Facebook jail for months at a time. So they're in the private groups. You know what I'm saying? So they can see it. They're not doing anything about it. They're not looking for that. They're too busy looking for pictures of women squirting, and then they are looking for fucking terrorists. Because that's what they keep getting me on.
Just jumping road with their meat jingling and sweatpants. Yeah, they just destroy all our dreams. But go ahead.
Yeah,
what kind of show is this today?
You don't remember Gray Sweatpants, girl?
Yes, remember every Black Friday. Girl, that was girl. Yes. I mean, y'all like twerking in the butt cheek. We like
Gray Sweatpants.
I like the innocent Prince, like the niggas that really don't do it
they
on purpose. They know,
walk
well, they
around,
figure it out.
And then you standing there like,
yeah, that's
okay.
good.
Go on and push that button, boo.
That's why I'm glad it's summertime. It is sweatpants season. It's
Sure
short
is.
season. It is all the season. Meat finna be loose all summer 19. I'm ready for it. I'm gonna be at the basketball.
Did you say Meek is gonna be loose?
Meat.
Oh, I thought you said
You didn't know what the hell I said.
I thought you said M-E-E-K, like isn't yourself.
No.
It sound like
I was like, Meek gonna be loose.
Sound like she's saying
it
both. Sound like both. That's what it sound like. Okay.
The only podcast in the history of the world that goes from New Zealand to sweatpants and dicks.
Yeah.
I mean,
we are diverse.
Restrictions. We were talking about the restrictions. I'm just saying, like, I shouldn't be penalized if I, show a little love to a man who has his meat
And gray sweatpants.
Not even his sweatpants and jeans.
Jeans,
and,
yeah.
You know,
Basketball shorts.
yeah, that's
Swimming
nice.
trunks.
I saw this one dude. Did you see the video
Hey,
when he was
can we
touching the
get you back to the
Pokemon
podcast?
on the bed? Yeah. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we're trying to continue the podcast. I'm glad you
I got
guys get
nothing.
pleasure out of that.
I got nothing.
I am not
I
knocking
hope you got nothing.
any of that.
Just wear your gray sweatpants.
Nothing to say.
Oh, y'all making me laugh.
So, we're going to pray for all of the lives of everyone affected
Absolutely.
in the tragedy in New Zealand. We are not going to dwell on this because we want to be more upbeat. We don't want to be down. We're feeling good right now. But prayers and positive energy and thoughts go out to everyone affected by the tragedy of both shootings in New Zealand. Like I said, there were over 50 lives lost and over 50 people injured. So this was not a small thing. This was a mass shooting. And it needs to be treated with the deference it deserves, and Trump needs to, we'll get into
Trump
him
needs
later.
to what?
Shut the fuck up, basically.
Yeah.
But he's going to win an award today, so we'll come back to Trump.
Yeah,
He's on the show.
Yeah.
And moving forward,
Lori Loughlin.
my left stroke just went viral. Our viral story of the day is JB's high school girlfriend, Lori Loughlin, also known as Aunt Becky from Full House.
Massimo.
Man, Becky trying to do whatever it takes for her kids.
I just want to know. How stupid is your child that you have to pay $250,000 to get them in plus tuition?
But see, the part, you know, the fucked up thing about that is your child still have to study and keep them grades up in order to receive
That's what I'm
the
saying.
loan.
Like,
So it just said, like,
earlier.
even though you can get them in, how are they going to be able to sustain?
that's
you
No,
not
know?
an
they gonna
easy
spend
school.
more money. She gonna spend more money to keep them there.
So then if she going to school to be a pharmacist, I'm supposed to be getting antibiotics and I'm getting Viagra. See, shit like this don't work.
Right. I don't
You
need
can't
her
take
getting a
it.
degree. Take her degree back.
But you know the sad part about it is, it was one woman that was in Indianapolis like 2 years ago that put her child, like, used a friend address.
I saw
into
that.
one
And
of
she got
those-
felony
Yeah,
charges.
yeah. She's actually in jail now serving time.
Yeah,
A
when it's a black mom,
Black mom.
Yeah.
they
Please
react
make
that
sure
way.
you
And then the
Yeah.
fucked up thing about it is they didn't think that her child belonged there. This is how racist that school was. They followed her home one day, you know, just to make sure that she lived in the school district. That's how she got
Found
caught.
out. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now-
So it's just like she better go to jail too. I understand you're gonna do whatever it takes for your kids, but Lisa
Whatever
and
it
Brenda
takes.
gonna be waiting for you.
And
Top bunk or bottom bunk.
And it's pathetic because these are white children who have privilege. Well, all white kids have privilege. I don't give a fuck what you say. It's
They
white
do.
privilege. But they're billionaires. I'm not Lori Loughlin by herself, but her husband Massimo. I've had a Massimo shirt, very
I
exclusive
think
brand.
we've all had Massimo stuff. A
Yeah.
bathing suit, a pair of shorts, something.
Something. And so these kids grew up with all of the advantages that people in inner city complain about. They were given every single advantage that should have allowed them to, just by virtue of their opportunities, to have earned their way into one of those institutions. However, they couldn't. They couldn't cut it. They couldn't get it
They could
done.
have went to a trade school. And
I got a
done
whole tutor. I got a whole tutor that they could have got for $250,000. My girl Aquarius, she'd have hooked them up. She'd have hooked them all the way up for
Her name is
$250,000.
Aquarius?
Yeah, her name is Aquarius. She's
Is she an Aquarius?
no, that's the funny.
She
part.
probably was conceived as an Aquarius.
Probably was.
Yeah.
Shout out to Aquarius Kane, Achieve Success Tutoring.
Oh, there we go.
But yeah, $250,000. I'm sure she could have hooked up every child in a 2-second radius
But-
of UCLA.
But you know what? She know how dumb her damn child is. And she knew tutoring won't gonna work.
Then that means they don't belong at UCLA. As the
That's
mama
why they
said,
paid her. That's why they paid their way for them to get in, because they
And
did not belong.
the
And they-
mama said, you don't need to go to Arizona State. Yes, she does. She needs to go to Arizona State. Let her go to Arizona State where she's going to pass with C's.
No, if she got to do all that to put her in like a college or whatever, You know what I'm saying? She should have just been better off at a trade school.
I would have made my own school for
JB,
$500,000.
JB, jump in here real quick. What are your thoughts? You're the only Ivy Leaguer at the table, I think.
I am. It's not the first time I've seen it. Wonder Twin Pies. Anyway,
the first nigga I know that went to Harvard in real life, I'm so excited. He's like a low-key celebrity. He really is. And he completed. He got a degree.
Like, let's have a whole kids meetup.
So, not the first time I have heard this by any stretch of the imagination. We used to call them legacies and paycheck students at Harvard. The kids who you absolutely knew had no fucking right to be there.
Yeah.
There was one kid there. I'm gonna say his name incorrectly, so I'm not worried about saying it on there. Lord James Russell. He was a British lord, the dumbest white man I've ever met in my life. Absolutely stupid, but he was a British lord, straight up and down, like an English lord.
So that means you automatically get in.
He
So that we can say
automatically got
Lord
into
such
Harvard.
and such went to our school.
Yep, yep. We used to call him the Duchess at school. Anyway.
Right, you treat him like
disrespectful.
He used to walk around with his velvet robe. Well, he was anyway.
I mean,
Wait, he had a velvet robe?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, this was before cell phones and take pictures of that.
Yeah,
like, he'd be viral right now.
Oh my God, yeah. It was like,
JD was in college in the 60s, so it definitely was. It wasn't
Yeah.
internet.
And that's when Elvis started copying. It was off of him first.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
that is a lie.
We all know you about to be 75.
I'm the youngest motherfucker sitting here.
No, that's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie.
And that black hair brought somebody else.
In spirit.
Oh, Jussie Smollett face ass.
Oh, Benjamin Button face ass.
In spirit. Yo. Y'all ain't right.
Who is the youngest? It's gotta be y'all. One of y'all two.
I'm 37.
Oh, right. I'm finally the youngest.
Hey.
36.
No, about a year, a couple of months. She about to be 37. This is a brand new year. Was your birthday in January?
February.
February what?
15th.
Uh-oh.
That's my birthday.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm mad y'all didn't try to get us together beforehand so we could have like a joint birthday party. That's messed up.
You ever heard of Christmas in July? We're gonna have y'all a joint birthday party in July. Boom. So moving right along, I want to look this
That's
stuff.
Christmas. But this is birthday. That's what? No.
Do you not want
You
to
said we're gonna have Christmas in July. You birthday.
No, I said
is-
you heard of Christmas in July.
We want it fixed.
Right, so this is gonna be birthdays in July.
No.
It's gonna be a pool party.
That's a long-
I'm gonna get
I'm gonna get y'all
Massimo. I'm gonna get y'all
Massimo
bikinis.
Is Massimo paying us $250,000 a piece?
I'm gonna get y'all Massimo bikinis.
They don't even make them anymore.
And that's why I can't even wear bikinis like
I
that.
can't
I mean, because you know the bathing suits they wear now, like the bottoms are real small.
It's
My
like
lips
this
ain't gonna
big.
fit in that
My
shit.
butt cheeks gonna be
Girl.
all on the floor.
See, your butt cheeks gonna hang out and my pocketbook gonna be hanging out. Like, this is not gonna work.
It's not gonna
I need
work.
full coverage. I need somebody to make bathing suits.
Isn't this a
with full
wonderful
coverage.
show, y'all? This is a great show. I'm having a fucking ball today.
My homegirl bought me, my homegirl, she had a pool party and she actually bought us bathing suit. And then this bitch go out there to give me this bathing suit. I'm looking at the bottoms. I was like, who the fuck go with
Right,
me?
that's
I
my
was like,
issue. I
I'm
pick
not
up the
fitting
bottoms
this.
like, where is this supposed
She
to
was
go?
like, you can fit, you ain't got no ass. I was like, bitch, I mean, I got ass, but I got cat. And this cat is not gonna fit in these bottoms. Like, no.
Yeah, no, don't
Go have me out there looking like tip drill. I don't think so.
That's an issue then.
That is a major issue.
That is definitely
That's
an
why
issue.
when I had ran track in high school, our
Lord.
teachers gave us these guards because we wore the bikinis. And
Yeah,
like we
those
could see
things
our
are rude.
prints. So it was this little in the panty
I seen
line
Hillary
part.
Clinton print one day.
She puts the ew.
I saw it.
You nasty.
I'm not. Somebody magnified it. I saw
I
it.
mean,
It was
Hillary
on
Clinton
Facebook.
of all people for you
It was
to
on
bring up in
Facebook.
this story.
Because
you nasty.
No, because it was so
This
amazing.
nigga got fantasies. We don't slowly come. You
My only fantasy.
You wanted to goddamn hit that. You can't do this.
No.
He was all excited.
No. The only woman I look at like that is Ashanti. We know that. You know that.
Yeah, black ass life.
Oh, and Amara Negra.
Okay, whatever.
Them two.
Okay, whatever. I'll let you have that. But anyway. But yeah, that was, that shit real though.
Shots. Yeah.
Why y'all talking about Victoria's Secret closing down?
They do. I have bought a pair of panties from there. I washed them 3 times and them motherfuckers came apart.
So first of all, Victoria's Secret's gonna have an issue because every single time I have ever in life tried to go on and do an online order, it don't work. So I gave up. And I don't like going to the mall because I used to work there. So they gonna close down because their customer service sucks.
I'm not paying $50 to hold my titties. I'm sorry. I would go to Walmart.
At all. It costs too much.
Yeah, like no problem. My bra, see, I'm a double D, so my shit be like $60, $50, $60. You know what I'm saying?
So the number is the circumference of the back and the breast.
The back.
And the cup, and the letter is the cup size.
Right.
I know about my titties. You got some. That's rough.
This get hard.
Really? That's what we doing today. JB, cut her mic off.
No.
The hell.
I cut his mics off today.
I'm David Ruffin in this.
Next topic.
Yo.
Okay, we gotta get serious for this one.
Nobody ain't come to see you now. Otis.
I'm David Ruffin, damn it. I'm Beyonce and Bobby
Now
Brown.
you Michelle.
Poor Michelle.
Now he Kelly.
Oh shit! Really? He get put in the bad outfits.
Look, we getting off topic. Let's go ahead and stay on topic. We on our bullshit today. Let's go ahead.
Yeah, I blame motherfucking me. Our what the fuck story of the day.
Yeah, George Pell. This is everybody bring down a notch because you gotta get serious on this. Yeah, another Roman Catholic cardinal. This one has been convicted, sentenced. George Pell was sentenced for 6 years in prison for the specific charges were really disgusting. It was child penetration and sexual
misconduct. He raped the child. He touched the child inappropriately.
He raped a little child. Yeah, basically.
It's funny how the white rapists get off, but the black rapists, they get death penalties. Life without parole.
And the thing that I found interesting is they found all of these other interesting charges that were just horrible, but they weren't the ones that would put him away for decades at a time. No rape, no pedophilia.
That is fucking rape.
How is it not pedophilia?
Right.
How is it not pedophilia?
It is both, but they didn't put those names on it because he didn't get 10 years plus, which is what he should have got. That's exactly my point. It is fucked up. It is.
I was gonna say, if you molest a child, whether it's touching inappropriately or actually engaging in the act, it's life. I have children myself. That's life. Because if you don't get life, you're not gonna make it out when you get out. Because I'm gonna stalk you until you get out, and when you get released, I'm gonna pull up on you.
See, the thing about that is, once you have that type of desire, regardless if you fully fulfilled it or not, it's gonna always happen. I was watching this documentary. I don't know if y'all saw this on Facebook one time. I thought it was My Strange Addiction. It was a guy that he said that he's attracted to kids, but he did not do anything and he have not done anything, but he thinks about children sexually. Yeah. But I know that's a pedophile, but they can't charge him legally because they haven't physically done anything. So he's basically being followed by a camera crew, discussing the sexual desires for young girls.
That's disgusting.
And my whole thing when I was watching it, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, well, why not lock this man up? But he also coaches other he's never done it. At least he ain't been caught. But it was on My Strange Addiction.
But
I saw that episode.
These motherfuckers are trying to make pedophilia not a crime. They're trying to say that it is a condition.
Right. That's not a condition. That is not no damn condition.
It's not a condition. It's sick.
I'm scared
That's
to
what
have
it is.
kids again now. You know, my mom was
So
telling
let me tell you, me as a single mother, I let people know I'm crazy. I'll kill you. Fuck with my child, I'll kill you. Those are the people that don't mess with your children.
Look, she gonna be that dude. Remember that little girl that did that play when she said,
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, she said they come out. I remember.
That is me. Like, I have people around.
Man, fuck your kid. If your kid hit by kid or
I'm fucking
abused
you.
by kid,
If
I'm
I can't hit your kid,
child,
right,
I'm gonna take them charges.
You just take them. Like, I just let people know, don't fuck with my kid. I might be a mom, I might be a woman, but don't fuck with my kid. It's those mamas that don't nobody ever mess with their children.
But naturally, when any child is in my possession, I always go in like protect mode or dominant mode. Even though I haven't really had any issues with any kids that I've been around, you know, like I'm that old school person. I don't like kids cussing. I don't like that at all. I don't like kids getting in grown folks' conversation. Yep. I don't care what she do when she in your mouth, but when we talking,
don't talk. Like
I don't give a damn if that's your child or not. She ain't finna be in my mouth, but he ain't finna be in my mouth. You go over there with kids playing.
My
you
kids,
know,
my
point
kids
blank
know
period.
it's Mr. and Mrs. If they ever met y'all, it's gonna be Miss Meek.
Yeah.
If
right.
And I prefer last names, but I mean, you be like, we extra old. No, my children are to address you by Mr. and Mrs. It's not because I'm trying to make them be anything but respectful.
That's
right.
You teaching your children how you was raised or how you felt that you should have been, you know, regardless of what. And that's the thing. Like, I had a homegirl that had a little girl. And she's only 10 years old. This little girl got to sew in.
No.
She get her nails done. So one day, this is back when I was living in Gwinnett, she came to my house and she was like, I was watching her for the day because she didn't have nobody to watch her because she was at work. She gonna tell me, I don't do this and I don't do that. I said, I don't give a damn what you do or you don't, little girl, do. You gonna do whatever the hell I tell you to damn do. You don't run shit in this bitch.
And I tell her,
you know what I mean? And I called her mama. I was like, girl, you better hurry up because I'm beat the little girl ass. You know what I'm saying? And she was just like, oh, don't mind her. I was like, nah, because I told her, you know, I had a little talk with her and I told her, I said, you don't got to rush to be grown because being grown don't have anything to do with you being grown. First connotation of having sex.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's more to life than that. You going to see if you get kicked out or when you leave out. You better be prepared because ain't nobody going to help you. And if they do, they going to want something in return. So watch yourself.
Yeah, and great advice. We're going to rewind a little bit back to these son of a bitches in the Catholic Church.
Man, fuck them. They've been fucking little kids forever.
Years. And
they don't do shit. You know what I mean? You see the Catholic priest that baptized that baby and dipped him like he was a damn dunkaroo.
It's a hot mess in the Catholic Church right now for a bunch of
right now.
reasons.
It's been for years. Y'all read Angels and Demons. I know y'all did. Dan Brown's book, like that dipped into topics of stuff that happened. It's not been addressed. It hasn't been addressed. It doesn't get addressed. It gets looked over, overlooked.
Let me get a comment in here. Fonzarelli said, that's what black culture teaches young black girls to do. It's to desire, you know, a wig, a weave, and all of these fake products. I want to agree. It is what's put out there, and the little girls do want to go up faster and kind of see what they mimic, what they see on TV. I love children being children as well.
Right.
And kudos to you guys. I personally watch JB's kids and the rest of the kids in the family, and they've remained kids.
Right.
Like I got a little, I call my little brother, but really it's me, little brother, and he was like 15 years old, still saying girls yucky. Like he was focused on school, and you know what I'm saying. When I was 15, JB had 4 kids when he was 15. That's how much he was out there.
Damn, you were just out there.
I have 4 kids, but I didn't have 4 kids. Let me just.
He'll beat them all.
Let's leave it at that. Cause I guess the statute of them.
I straight up had to have a conversation with my son before he started middle school because when I used to work in the mall around all these little girls in like everything ratings, you find out that little girls started having sex at 13.
Right.
So I'm like,
see, my kids went to school in Clayton County. They was doing like they was catching little little girls sucking the boys' little wee wee on the back of the bus, and this was elementary school. It got to the point. Hold on. It got to the point where this was in Forest Park. I remember when they did it. This was back in 2012.
That's bad.
They had to literally put all the boys on the bus and put all the little girls on the bus to take them home and pick them up. It got
that don't help no more now in 2019 because these little kids is are being taught to be gay, and I do have an issue with that.
Right,
I do have an issue with a 12-year-old boy being able to say I'm transgender.
My thing is
no, because I feel like this. If you like the opposite sex, that's fine. There's nothing I can do about it. But I see a lot of people being taught or it's trendy.
They're teaching.
That's what I have the problem with.
That's
I had a homeboy of mine that was a fashion designer. True story. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all this shit because it bothers me. You know, he a heterosexual, whatever. I've known him since I've been living here. But I don't know if he always had gay tendencies or whatever, so I'm not going to vouch for that. But I'm only vouching from my experience being with him. So, long story short, he a fashion designer. This happened like back in 2008, 2009. Goddamn, he wasn't getting anywhere. Dope-ass artist. You know, dope clothes. Whatever the case may be. And he submitted to fucking around with a man just to get himself out there to get his name. Now, he did. It didn't last long, but he was strong for 3 years.
Just so he could.
And right when Instagram broke, he became booming. But I had a talk with him. He told me personally, and this is exactly where he was like, Tamika, he was like, now I understand what it means when you sell your soul. He said, I can't believe I broke down and let a man have his way with me just to push my career. And he was like, now you can't turn back.
The same way it happens to little girls, it happens to little boys. And that's what freaks me out being the mother of 2 boys, because like you gotta have a conversation with your son to tell him, hey, look, if a man comes to you, because that's in essence what's happening with the Catholic priest. Mm-hmm. The little boys are going in there. I was raised Catholic. The little boys are going in.
Like, we're just Catholic.
Me too. No, I was.
No, my dad
I
still go to mass and everything. That was my first
too.
experience at the Catholic church.
My first experience at Catholic church.
Like, when I went to Baptist church, I was like, oh my God, there's so much going on. Like, I was falling out. Like, and not to be funny or.
That's part of the reason why I have a hard time going to church, because.
My mother raised me Catholic.
Really?
Dead ass. I stopped fucking with it when I was about 8.
Mm-hmm. I
when I say raised Catholic, I mean I was confirmed in the Catholic Church. Like I legit was all the way through up until I went to high school or college.
And that shit was always weird.
Yeah,
you go in there, you talk to them, you gotta tell them
everything
you did wrong.
I had the same issue every week. Forgive me.
I need to start shorts.
Because my daddy is getting on my nerves and I don't like him. That was my confession every week.
I didn't know what to confess about. I just told him that, about my teachers. I hated my teachers.
Mine legit every week was I got a problem with my daddy and I want to punch him in his face and I know you're not supposed to.
Okay, we getting off topic.
All right. So Catholic Church, get your shit together. Pale only got 6 years. It should have been
that
more.
Ain't enough.
But one more thing about the Catholic Church, though, I was seeing back in they was taking those pictures back in Roman with the statues they have around the Catholic Church about the little boys, like how they're positioned near the priests and the Pope and everything. So this has been going on for centuries.
Right.
That's why they don't really feel the need to really investigate or prosecute it, because it's actually stamped overseas.
But they take their oath to not tell when they know something is wrong.
It's all about mind control,
manipulation.
Because that goes back to, remember that movie Primal Fear? Have y'all ever seen that movie?
Yeah.
You haven't seen Primal Fear?
Good movie.
Any black actors in it?
No. Good movie.
It's all white people.
Richard Gere was in it. He was
he's not black. He's not black.
No. Take my word for it.
It's a good movie.
Watch the movie. It's called Primal Fear, and it's exactly about that. It's about like the priest that was sexually abusing, the what do you call them little boys? Altar boys. Yeah. And he had it on film. Like, he would take them in and get them to do sexual acts and do sexual acts on him, so he ended up killing them. That's all I'm saying about it. But you have to see
That's
the
why
whole
I was saying
story. That's what this kind of reminded me
of. The Dan Brown novel, it talks about that stuff too with angels and demons. like Da Vinci's Code.
Yeah,
Watch
Da Vinci
that
Code.
too.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
I've seen Da Vinci
Now
Code.
that book got
Watch Prime-
me seriously
Prime Video,
pissed
right?
off.
Did you like it?
That
I love
had me
that
pissed
book.
off because
The end fucked me
it
up.
talks about
Bad.
that kind of stuff. How the dude was wearing the thigh band so that if he had sexual desires, it would, like, if his junk got aroused, the thigh band would dig into his leg. And you're sitting here like, isn't that natural? Like, don't guys get turned on by women? Don't
We have an erection, what is it, every 30 minutes or every 15 minutes?
Yeah, so you just be on wood every goddamn half hour.
Yeah, pretty
All
I
men,
didn't know
all
that.
men, all
But
men.
I'm saying, like, so
Yeah.
this
So
is,
y'all get a woody for no reason.
so
I wouldn't call
If
it
the
no
wind
reason.
So what
blows-
is it that y'all have every 30 minutes that make y'all open?
I'll tell you in about 15 minutes.
Okay.
So that's the thing, like, you got these Catholic priests, they're supposed to take a vow of celibacy. Then you put them in a situation where, so altar ministers technically, back in the day, were supposed to be priests in training. So you stick these little boys with these men, they're not supposed to be having sex, and it's little boys. They didn't let girls do it. Like, I legit had a priest when we first moved here in 97, 98. We had a priest that was like, I don't want girl altar ministers. Whoop, time out. Why? What's your reasoning?
Shit, it
Well,
was
because it's supposed to be a man.
JB had brought up a very interesting point about the kind of men who are willing to be priests when they would take a vow of celibacy. I'm never giving up pussy. I mean, I've been celibate after a bad breakup. Like, I'm gonna chill, get my shit together. I've been celibate.
Which is
my
supposed
brain
to
Nigga
wasn't right.
celibate, shut the hell up.
But
Pour me some talking about I've been celibate.
I've been celibate.
you supposed to
Yeah,
have a
I
reset.
was celibate.
You
You're
ain't
supposed
been
to
no
have a
damn
reset.
I was celibate.
For how long?
It was about 7, 8 months. That's a long nigga. And I'm a fly nigga. I got options. I ain't got it. Wait
I
7,
ain't
8
say you
months.
got options. So what you was holding? What you had the little chastity belt on for? What was the reason?
I had my heart broken.
Oh, you got to cleanse yourself.
And I got locked up and lost my job and everything just went to shit. And I was like, I gotta get my shit together.
The longest I actually waited, I mean, I had stopped having sex. I think it was like 14 months. It was a little bit over a year. But
Yeah.
you know.
One of the, I mean, and I was saying this earlier when we were prepping.
How we
for the
getting
show.
this?
Shut up, let me talk.
We still talking about the whole priest
Yeah,
thing,
we
man.
are.
We
Come
still
on,
on
baby.
topic.
Come on,
Anyway,
baby.
so here's the thing. You setting up a job where people are supposed to be celibate. Now here's the fun part about the Catholic Church. That was only a reality for the Catholic Church in the 19th century. Now it was on the books since, it's been on the books for 700 years. But everybody knew
Plus.
within the church that just wasn't the case.
Right.
Priests had wives, cardinals had children, whatever. Now it became official, like, okay, yeah, you really do need to be celibate in around the 1800s. And what happened is they started building a profile for the ideal priest. The people who were willing to accept and take that job were people who weren't out there doing their thing, who weren't fucking.
And that's
you know?
the thing that me being even raised
So
as
these are
Catholic,
people who could hide it or whatever, you know. It's
I
crazy.
don't understand what that was for. I still don't understand what that's for.
I don't know what they're
It's
laughing
not meant
at.
for us to understand.
I don't know what the fuck they're laughing at. I don't know what the.
But I legit need to
Tell 'em.
understand
Tell
what
me,
that's
tell
for.
me, tell me, get to the question. You know, tell me. So I put out a meme this week, right? And the meme was Tupac and Snoop died laughing head down on the table. And I was like, this is how Kickback TV be with
I saw that.
and Tori trying to conduct the show, and we just laughing for no reason.
I saw that.
But that is what be happening.
that's
Yo, big silly as shit, yo. So look, Jerry, you know how we be hitting the joke, right? So randomly, he was like, oh my God.
It is, but that's why we got the mix up.
Alright, so let me moving on to the next.
What's the next topic? What's the next topic?
Yeah, fucking screen.
I'm bad, you saw it, 'cause I was like,
Yes,
Alright.
And the audience was like, well, I don't even get why that's funny.
It's funny.
It's funny.
It's an inside joke.
Inside joke.
Very inside. Goddamn, you know your breath. I feel like my breath stink. This is like the 5th one I got.
Yeah, you fucking Altoids.
Doritos.
I'm not mad though. I'm not mad, baby. I'm not mad. Have all the Altoids you want.
No, I'm a smoker, so I keep these little mini Altoids with me at all times. I'm always self-conscious. I don't like gum. I like chewing.
Because you don't know how to chew. You be smacking.
He be popping and cracking.
I don't pop. I don't crack.
No, you chew like a cow.
I just don't like chewing. Can I not like chewing?
You don't like
You
y'all want to chew? Y'all want to chew?
I was gonna say you should like to chew, because if you don't, that's an issue.
Nah, I don't want nobody chewing on my shit. No.
I didn't say
Lick it like a stamp. Send me on my way. Hey.
But you need to figure out something.
Oh, I figured it all out. I figured it all out. Actually, not chewing gum.
One time and thought that shit was okay. I was like, I'm about to call the police on you. You better give me a damn hysterectomy. You better get the fuck from over there. Goddamn.
Chewing gum, I'm on to bite my tongue and shit. Or bite my cheek or bite.
So that's why we don't. You see why I said he needs to work on chewing.
That's
why I said.
I got it.
If he sat over here and said he can't chew gum, because he
can
bite
chew
his
some.
cheek, he gonna bite something else.
Nah, he probably chew gum when he hungry. That's why he be fucking his damn mouth.
But actually, I don't chew gum. So I don't even know, like, at me at 42,
So you gonna bite somebody?
Yeah.
Okay, we finna stop.
I am probably the best so I don't, never have a problem with that.
So,
check my references. They talk about me. They make songs about me.
Moving on, ladies and gentlemen. Our Orange 45 Shut Up Stupid Award of the week goes to Orange 45. Donald motherfucking Trump, you fucking idiot, for not being a real president and recognizing on the international stage that what happened in New Zealand is an act of terrorism. You tried to say it was everything but what it actually is, and you sound like a fucking moron yet again.
He don't sound like a moron. Whenever he have to address anything that requires a full-on speech, he always sounds like a fucking idiot.
And that's why we named the Shut Up Stupid Award used to be the Kanye West Shut Up Stupid Award.
I mean, it could still
we changed it. We changed it to Donald Trump because he's
coming back though. You heard that shit?
No.
So can we combine the two names together and be like the
Don't Kanye. I am a Kanye fan. That Glow in the Dark tour, that was the best tour I've ever experienced in my life.
The Kanye Trump Award.
The True Ye Award.
He a little confused. That bitch
I was about to say, your boy is crazy.
He is, but he still make good music. Kanye is the type of person I can't.
There we go.
I just can't.
We gonna call it the Kanye Shut Up Stupid Award.
No, don't do that. No.
Both them niggas need to shut the fuck up.
Kanye won't.
No, Kanye has not said anything in a way.
He said too much.
He's married to Kim Kardashian. That's enough to be stupid.
Man.
Fuck Kanye. He was a Bama then. He a Bama now.
Everything she has touched has turned to shit.
Kanye been a Bama his whole career.
He has not.
Bullshit.
Do that.
Bullshit. He been a Bama his whole career. When wasn't he a Bama?
When was he a Bama?
His whole career.
When
he first came
out.
No,
his career, when he started, to be honest, when he started fucking with the Kardashians, that's when he became a Bama.
To you.
When he
been a Bama to me.
When he
is.
So you mean to me tell me college dropout?
I didn't say I didn't.
Well, you mean to tell me late registration was some Bama shit? So you mean to tell me graduation was some Bama shit?
When he started going on his
808 Heartbreak was some Bama ass shit. It was. 808 Heartbreak. Now when he gets to goddamn pop, no, I don't understand.
Let me address this. Kanye West has always been a Bama. He made good music sometimes.
I mean, that's not problem with his music. I can relate to it.
But him as a person has always been a Bama.
How has he been a person been a Bama?
He win an award.
Because at first he was spitting that real shit. Now I don't know what the fuck type of shit he on that I can't say.
He always been a Bama. He always been a Bama.
No, he has not.
Fuck that.
He on that Kim
Kardashian. George Bush don't like black people.
That's the best thing he ever said.
That was the
one time I was
on
like,
television. I was like, yeah.
but if you look at it in hindsight, retrospect George Bush and what he did do for African American community, what he did by doing African American.
But he did start the clemency though. Him and Kim, I gotta give him that because they was not releasing anybody from prison.
They weren't, but Kim didn't do that because she was doing anything for the black community.
They did a little teeny bit.
She was doing that.
I mean, I ain't saying they did the most, but recently
they didn't start it. You said they started it.
I mean, started it from right now.
No,
anything Kim does is always for.
Come back home, JB.
No, because they the only person that can talk the motherfucking goddamn Trump dumbass. Nobody else can go over there and persuade him to grant clemency for other people.
I understand what you're saying, but when you cry over your earring falling off into the daggum islands, Kim. When your earring falls off into the water,
she should have had insurance.
Right, have some damn insurance and shut up and go on about your day. You ruined your whole day.
You know how she went, why she's so political now that she got robbed at gunpoint, her eyes, her life.
She got robbed at gunpoint.
I think that was set up.
That was a setup. Like how you get robbed, like everybody else in the whole entire of celebrity history has gone to the same apartment with no issues. Magically,
and then you in Europe, they don't even have guns. They have knives. They will shank the fuck out of you. That's Shawshank Redemption over there. They don't even got goddamn pistols.
Anything Kim touches goes to trash.
They'll stab you up.
Every basketball player, football player she touched has gone to trash. Clearly,
so that's how I knew it was saying when they said they had guns.
Yeah. I don't know how the fuck we got on Kim Kardashian. So we're gonna keep it moving.
Nigga, you was
the Andre,
the Kanye.
So the Kanye should have Super
Bowl
goes to Donald Trump. We're gonna move on to the Andre Ingram Grind and Shine Awards. Goes to my man 21 Savage.
21 community.
Yeah, man, 150,000 jobs that he's bringing out.
It's 150, not 150. That would be amazing.
150,000.
It was 150,000 jobs.
Look it up.
I thought it was 150. Yeah.
It's definitely 150. I didn't know.
This nigga opening up a damn warehouse. He opening up a warehouse in here?
Yeah, oh my God, damn.
150 is still 100. That's still pretty.
I'm like, God damn! He employed the whole city of Sandy Springs.
He can do a lot.
I'm legit proud of him because so this is how his whole arrest came about to me.
Right.
We're not talking about his arrest. We're talking about the great things he's doing.
But this is why his arrest happened
to where it's at now.
His arrest happened because he started to put into motion. He's not being done.
He started to transition. He
He's
started weighing what made sense more than what
he's legit looking around at what happened. Let me help these youth out. Let me get them out of the streets. Let me give them something. As soon as he started this, let me employ 150 youth. Boom.
But
now all of a sudden
that's an interesting point. We actually mentioned that on the show.
They got him for a couple other things too. He changed his whole music.
Right.
He started talking about
but that's good though. He's trying to grow.
When he pulled the gun on the kid at school, why didn't they arrest him and deport him then? Why did they wait until now?
Because he hadn't made these changes.
Right.
It doesn't matter.
I get what you're saying.
But
I'm telling you why. I'm telling you why.
When you got a bigger crowd to influence, that's when you become a threat. He knows he has a following. He knows he has people that look up to him, and he has misguided youth looking up to him. Now that he's flipping his perspective on what he has going on, I knew he was on to something when he said, "I stopped buying jewelry and started investing."
So when he said that, now they sitting over here like we need to hurry up and deport this nigga.
Mel said he's doing $15,000 in grants as well.
Yeah. Right.
And grant money, all that means is you got somebody that was smart enough to read the damn grant book
really investing in you. Because I'm gonna tell you like this: if I ever come into money, like I'm not just saying it just to sound good. Like this is how I feel. Whoever I know that needs that extra money to start their legitimate business, I will give it to them.
You don't even have to have a lot of money. If you go to the local library, there is a book that's about this thick, and I shit you not. The book is this thick, and every single page.
But you gotta understand.
Hundreds of grants.
But you
on
understand
each page.
though. But you know how they
fuck
us up though.
Is taking them all.
Right. And that's another thing. And another thing is, like, they kind of really look at the minority because, you know, when you do them grants, you still have to fill out if you're African American or not. So that does happen too. So that's what I'm saying. Like in a way, like those grants is good, but not a lot of people succeed from grants. But at the same time, that's why you have to get your credit up to par. That's why you really have to focus on your credit, because your credit means everything. Your credit is your face card.
Well, it'll affect your ability to get some of these
grants
that Tori is talking about.
Yeah, grants, loans,
but it's still a whole book.
Let me give a quick nugget on that, because you guys brought it up. And we gotta give him something.
Feeling it in my
so for those who are in the for those that are actually looking to improve their credit.
I saw that shit. So
for those looking to improve their credit, I'm gonna give you one or two quick tips. You can get a secure credit card or a secure loan. Meaning you walk into a bank. I just did this. Let's say you give them $500 to get a secure credit card.
Right.
You give them $500, you get the credit card, and then you make transactions with that credit card. It's your money, but they'll give it to you regardless of your credit.
And it's another thing that I did to get points on my credit as well. Like when I was with the credit union, I took out a $5,000 loan. I didn't spend any of the loan. I used all the money that I used for that loan, and I paid my monthly installment. And then the interest is what I paid out my pocket towards the end. So that's another way that you can use to get your credit up. You can take out a loan, whatever loan that you qualify for. If they give you a $5,000 loan, they give you $7,000 or a $10,000 loan. You can take that loan, don't touch it. Keep it in your checking account and pay your monthly payments with the interest with it. Now, when you deplete all that money, then you pay the interest out your pocket, and then you can lower your interest rate.
Here's your easy way.
Let me finish my second point, because they cut me off if I got to my second point. The second point
is
you want to do 30% or less as far as your total credit spending. So let's say you do $300, you get a $300 credit card, secured credit card, meaning you put your own money. You do $300 out of your pocket. You purchased a secure card that has $300 on it. Chase doesn't count.
Credit card will tell you. Everybody that does.
I found my
they did that at one point though.
Yeah, they're doing that.
They do it now.
So my point is, you only want to use 30% of your available credit.
Yeah.
So if you have a card that's $300, then you want to use
like go to a furnishing store or something like that.
Take the card out. That's the easiest way to do it. When I was in high school, my accountant / econ teacher, Miss Dennis, she told me, she was like, don't take a credit card out. If you get a credit card, the only one you get is a gas card that can be used at the gas station. Build your credit up that way. It only swipes at QT. It only swipes at BP. And you use it there and you pay that off every month. Or you get a credit card, it comes to your house, you cut it up, and you only let it pay your Netflix bill. And every month you pay $10.60, and it's gonna build your credit up.
Yeah, you want to stay below your minimum of your maximum of 30%. So definitely you want to do that. So you have a $100 credit card. You don't want to spend more than $30 of that in any given month. You want to always stay under $30, always, and you do not want to pay it off. So if you spend $30 this month, you do not pay $30 next month. You don't pay it off. You keep that balance, because credit wants to know that you have the ability to consistently make payments.
Yep. Yeah, the
not
time
that
frame.
you have the ability to pay it off.
But you have to pay it off in the date that they give you, though. So if they give you monthly installments, make those monthly installments.
Absolutely.
Don't
skip it.
Always make that minimum monthly payment.
Yeah, that's what will keep your credit
You
up.
want to keep the minimum monthly payment down by reducing your overall balance, which is why you only spend $30 of your available credit. I mean, 30% of your available credit. This has been the Financial Seminar by Kickback TV.
We're going to make this a segment.
I hope you garner some valuable financial lessons from
Don't take
that
the credit
discussion.
card out.
That's not putting credit in your kid's name and shit. That's fucking
Don't do that.
You know what I mean?
Lord, let me tell you what
they
my
18 with bad credit, can't get an apartment.
Let me tell you about my daddy.
Uh-oh.
My daddy took out $47,000 in a loan in my sister's name. She just found out last week.
How old was she when he did it?
2006, 2007. He was making the payments.
How old was she then?
18, 19.
Oh, so he waited till she was grown.
Yeah, so my daddy took the student loan out in $47,000. It's currently at $60,000 because of interest. My sister filed for her taxes in January so she could get her refund back. Was waiting on
took
her
her tax money.
Took a whole tax money and found out, oh, yo, daddy took out $60,000 worth of loan.
You can't even cuss him.
Was that for her college? Because it was at 18.
That's what he did. He took it out like she was going to college, but she had already taken out a loan because my parents had divorced. So he got an additional $60,000. Georgia State don't even cost $60,000. And that is what we're dealing with. Don't do that to your kids.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Give your kids a chance because credit holds a lot of weight on where your child can end up.
Yeah,
You don't want them living in the slums when they could be living in a decent sized neighborhood because you want to put the light bill in their name.
So
you know what I mean?
Loan
Fucking
for
them
nothing.
up, you know?
And, don't do it.
I'm very fortunate my parents didn't have to do that with me, but I know people
This is
done
very,
shit.
very interesting because I didn't expect Kickback TV to go here, but I'm glad we did.
Like,
I'm
to
very
turn
happy
into
we
like
Just
the
don't talk to
McLaughlin
your
game,
baby.
the
Yeah.
financial
I'm very happy we did.
No, because finance, this is not what they don't teach you this in school. They teach
don't.
you regular math, arithmetic, science, history, English, just really the basics. Then you have your AP classes and all that other bullshit. They don't teach you how to balance a checkbook. They don't teach you, how credit work, how interest work, how anything works, paying your bill on time versus being delinquent. They don't teach you none of that. So that's why so that's why a lot of people, when they go out into the real world and they start using their credit, that's how they always end up being in the hole because they don't really know how that works, and it affects them when they apply for something else. That's why you have to teach your kids the value of money and knowing whenever they borrow money from a bank, there's going to be interest. Make sure they pay it on time. They'll get points on their credit. And then, one thing I can say about my homeboy, shout out to my homeboy Darren, but he actually, man, fuck you. I'm about to tell you what he did. He took stuff out in his daughter's name, but he paid it on time. When his daughter graduated high school, she had a 710 credit score. So she didn't even have to stay on campus. She was able to get an apartment. She was able to get a car with like a 5 or 6% interest rate. So it's all about how you do things. Set your children up for greatness if you're going to use their credit and not for failure. Because it's already hard for us. We don't have those resources like the privileged do. So,
Speaking of Lori Loughlin, I'm sorry, no, we're done with Lori Loughlin. Let's move on to Lily Singh.
Lily Singh,
speaking of people
Bae,
doing good
TV
things.
Bae, late night
You can't
Bae.
have her as TV Bae.
She late night Bae.
No.
Why not?
Cause
I still gotta
you don't pick
see
the
what
show
she gonna do. See if
you
she
can't have her and
consistent
the
because she's kind
Being
of
a
like
polyamorous
a
relationship.
She has her good
I don't think
moments and
she's
she
gonna
has
agree
her
with
weak
that.
moments.
She's
She don't keep me entertained for a long
It's
period
that way
of time.
with late night for me anyway.
So you being
Because they gotta do
No,
something
man,
every
factual.
single night.
I like Jimmy
Yo.
Kimmel.
Jimmy Kimmel is always good.
Yeah, I like him. I
You
like
being
the fact
racist down on this
that he listens to his audience and
Hey, hold on, we talking about Lily Singh.
Singh.
What the hell y'all talking about Jimmy Kimmel for?
First of all, y'all
he was being
y'all.
racist over here.
I believe it. Like, y'all doing y'all
No,
over here. We doing us.
nah.
See, she was sitting next to him, so she was able to whisper to him last week. And I was only able to talk to you. So now, me and Debbie doing our
So
thing.
he's being racist on this end.
But he's
I'm
not
right.
being racist, though.
What?
You know.
I love everybody.
He's
Yeah,
talking about
every-
she's Indian, so she might be okay with the
Right.
polyamorous. I don't want to talk to
No.
you.
Oh.
Bollywood ass, face
I'm-
ass nigga. Okay, go ahead.
So yeah, I'm totally cool with her being the first woman, period, point blank, end of discussion, any ethnicity, getting a late night show.
But my only problem, like I was telling JB on the side, was she's a hit or miss for me from the stuff that I've seen. I just want to know if she's able to keep it consistent. Because people are fickle.
So
Here
I think
today,
with them-
gone today.
So they're gonna give her
she
a
got a
group
big
of
title to
writers.
hold up to now.
They're gonna give her a group of writers and a group of people that are able to put together what she needs on the show. And I think she's gonna be able to carry and handle her weight. They're gonna give her a dude He's probably going to be Caucasian, unfortunately. Just because
Jewish.
Yeah.
No, Caucasian, just Jewish. No, that's mostly Jewish people. That is not racist.
I'm not trying to get in a relationship with her and Ashanti at the same time. Back to you having a wall.
Damn, so she getting on you about Ashanti too?
Yeah, because he's sitting over here talking about Ashanti, they might be in Hollywood. Shut up, you stay back.
Ashanti at Carnival living her best life. She ain't even thinking about this.
So what I'm saying is like she's gonna be able to handle her situation. I think she's gonna be okay because YouTube, like if you got picked up on YouTube from having enough hits to where you don't get a whole
shit. This is a whole new ball game. You're reaching a different audience,
a new ball
with
game,
a different mind frame.
But with YouTube being the way that it is and how fickle it is, clearly she has not purchased views. Her views are not purchased. If you're getting a check from YouTube, you got to be doing something because they
that is true, but you got to understand, you got to separate. Okay.
It's Lilly Singh, right, Jimmy?
Lilly Singh.
Lilly Singh. She's she's part Indian and I believe part Muslim. I'm not sure.
She's definitely something else.
And she's getting a late night talk show. She's going to replace Carson Daly's Late Late Show.
Which I'm totally fine with.
Carson was lame. Boy. I love him on Total Request Live.
I don't even like him on there.
I like him on Total Request Live. He really engaged with the artist.
And I didn't like him on TRL.
But see, you gotta understand, they had a lot of Caucasian privilege
at the time.
That Lori Loughlin shit. That's what people call him now. That Lori Loughlin. He had that good Lori Loughlin.
He had that Lori Loughlin, yeah. And like Carson Daly, he's the equivalent to Ryan Seacrest to me.
Yeah.
How and why they're still on TV, I don't know. Because they're both
like
boring.
Ryan Seacrest, his big white
You would.
He is dorky. Okay, here, let me equate him to something else. Ryan Seacrest and Carson Daly are the equivalent to daggone Nick Cannon.
No, don't do Nick Cannon like that. He got Wildin' Out.
He's boring.
No, he is not.
He is the
Wildin' Out is on point.
Wildin' Out is good.
Okay, so you give him his respect. He got
America's Got Talent, trash.
But that is the privilege.
Trash. And what was the daggone Masked Singer? Trash. Anything other than Wildin' Out.
Hold on.
Nick,
why are you laughing?
Because Nick Cannon is trash.
I'll put it this way.
I fell in love with Nick Cannon with Drumline.
Yeah, you fell in love.
And that was extra trash because he had always, what was it? Love Don't Cost a Thing?
I love corny niggas though. They're
Trash. No, Nick Cannon is garbage. His only claim to fame was Mariah Carey.
The only thing I want to say one thing about Nick Cannon.
My pops don't like me.
The only thing I like about Nick Cannon, obviously.
His turban on The Masked Singer was terrible.
I was mad at him at that Beauty Supply goddamn head wrap he got on.
We can give Nick Cannon credit right now.
Yeah, all
I'm telling you.
Yeah, every color match.
Nick Cannon's sniper list is official.
Thank you.
It's official.
Thank you.
Nick Cannon done fucked all the bad joints. All the bad joints. Yeah, I'm on hoes. Like,
I mean,
he
you know
is
what I'm saying?
all the bad
hoes
joints.
get sold to the highest bidder, so that don't fucking count.
He still fucked all the bad ones.
But it doesn't matter.
All of them.
They got an ACL.
Mariah Carey.
I don't like Mariah.
They don't count. If you just swipe their card to their click, it don't count. He's gonna wholesale pussy anyway.
Oh, Lord.
If he got bitches that don't sell pussy, that's what I get respect for. Them hoes, they bust down for anybody with a check. An athlete, a rapper, a movie star, a mumble rapper, a
podcaster.
Yeah. He ready. He TCG. He's trying to go.
I've been going.
I know.
I know. Nick Cannon.
Many of our viewers.
You just have no. You just don't have no. I'm trying to think of the right word to say. No. You just don't have no regards.
For proper procedure. No regard for human life.
No. Human life.
What is regard for what?
You just have no
shame.
Anyway,
you have no type.
I think we're.
No, come on. We gonna deal with this.
No,
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest.
Niggas
right. Niggas right.
Hey,
Bad bitches is the only thing that I like. My sniper list is crazy too. Nick Cannon is crazy. My
Nah, he got them enclosed group sniper list. That don't count.
Bullshit.
Man, they been passing around like they motherfucking
I don't even really fuck in the groups like that.
So you ain't bust nobody down in the group?
In that no group?
No group.
I might have hit somebody in the group. I might have hit somebody in the group.
More than one?
In the groups?
More than one?
Not in each
No.
group.
Out of all the groups you in, how many females in the group?
Check his eyes.
Hold on. How many females in the group have you bust down, Tatiana?
In one group
His
or in
eyes
all
are
the groups?
dilating.
No.
All the groups. You know
Out of all the groups?
Out of all the groups.
I might have hit like
This is an
a
interrogation. This is
A couple?
bad.
What is a couple?
He looking to
couple
the
is
right.
This
No,
is
you just say two.
this
Couple
is
is like
interrogation.
3, possibly.
a couple is two.
This nigga
Hold up.
can't
Literally
say.
by definition, a couple is
I'm
two.
sorry. Due to interrogational grounds, he is looking to the right, which means he's telling the truth, and he is unfortunately
You know what?
more than a
You
couple.
are not my friend.
No,
You're gonna be on my bandwagon.
No, I'm on your
This is
bandwagon.
a slut wagon.
He is on the right, which means he's not creating a list. You said more than a couple. He is telling the truth. It's more than a couple.
I don't believe him though. I think
Oh,
it's
it's
about 3 or 4. He's
It
playing
probably-
spades. It's
but
impossible.
more than a couple.
It's impossible in there somewhere.
More than a couple means more than
That
two.
nigga got that big joker.
He not trying to think of his He got more than a deuce.
But I'm gonna be honest. I
It's three
prefer
more- it's
I
three or
prefer
plus.
meeting women in person.
It's 3 or plus.
I prefer meeting women in person.
It's
Like,
3 or plus. Look at his
I
eyes
prefer-
dilating.
But he was
prefer
just
meeting
talking
women in
about
person.
Tinder.
I don't like them
He's a
sites.
swipe.
I don't like those sites. I like to meet a person in person.
Me too.
And usually
Look at his face.
I got. You can ask Mel. She
How
probably
you
watch.
like me?
I normally fuck my girl's friends, my female friends.
You a dirty ass nigga.
Not my girlfriend. No, I mean like if you brought some girls around, I'll probably fuck one of your friends.
I mean that's
That's what
cool,
I'm
but
saying.
don't do more than one because you won't cause problems.
Nah, I wouldn't do more than
Look
one.
at his face, me.
He's lying.
He caused
That's a lie.
That is a lie.
He didn't look left.
I
but
think
he
it's
did
two
look
of
right.
my
So
badass
How
homeboys
would I
come
lie?
at you and throw the cat at you. You gonna hit both.
To your
of them.
badass
He
what?
will.
It's gonna be
Yeah,
a
homeboys.
problem.
He
I said
will.
homegirl. I ain't
Oh.
never disrespect you to no boy. Don't do me like
I
that.
didn't
Don't
know
do me
that.
like that. I did not say no boys. I
Huh?
know. I
You
know.
don't got
I know.
trouble.
Don't do this.
I'm on Meek team.
Okay, so JB,
JB.
let me ask you this question.
Yeah, ask JB some shit. God damn. I got a lot of clothes. These motherfuckers, we supposed to be talking about
He got
living scenes.
sweat on his forehead and everything.
Yeah, shit, I'm about to light up a clothes.
You know what? I hate to go off topic, but sometimes we need to go off topic.
But he's telling the truth.
How do you
But-
feel that?
Because he's looking to the right. He said it's more.
No, don't. He gonna look to the right from now on
No,
because
no.
that's how he gonna win
You
you
can't
over.
help
He
it.
is sneaky ass nigga
You
girl.
can't help it.
He's stinging.
You
Who,
can't
me?
help it. It's the interrogation of the FBI. He's telling you the truth, even though it's like, oh, he trying to play it off. He said it's more than two. He
Yeah, he
it's more than
said.
two.
He said first. He said it was two.
Nah, it ain't two. It's
I
more
know.
than two.
I know.
I've been in Facebook groups for like a decade. You think I
Don't
only
matter
fucked
if it was
two
a
girls in a
decade.
decade?
It's not
But
more than
why
two.
did you
It's
say
more than
two
two
then?
girls. Don't you even? Because I know you.
Nigga lie like
Now
a
I
girl.
know you. Now I know you. Y'all know you not about to say over here. It's
Hey, I
two girls
can
in a
pick it up
decade.
by the
No,
guy.
I know you. I
I
said
know
it.
you.
No, that's not what I said. That's not what I
Me.
said.
I know him.
That's not what I said.
We
That's
need
not
to
what I
get
said.
JB
Get
because
the
JB
JB
got
shit.
some type
Get the
of
JB shit.
one.
The gangster
So, you
geek.
know what I'm
The
saying?
gangster geek.
Yeah, the
He
gangster
gangster
geek.
geeking.
He got there shooting up the club.
He
right
mad with
now.
attitude.
So let's talk to him. So JB.
Maybe we should put
Hold on.
them in the middle.
No. So JB.
He got which piece?
So JB. Yes, I do. I have waist
I just saw it. That's the first time I saw it.
You know what I'm saying?
He
I had to put a post up about that.
I saw the post, but I didn't.
They
You didn't know I had
No,
it.
I fucked some girls with waist beads. I agree with the post.
You agree with the post?
Boom. There you go.
Change
Yeah,
your
we're telling some
life.
more truth.
But I'm single. I be fucking. I'm single.
I had my waist beads for about 2.5 years. I have like, hold on. 1, 2, 3.
Y'all be making y'all get all your waist beads from from the same person.
No, the fuck we don't. They just
come
keep
from different
copying people. See, my girl, the girl I
know a
got
couple
waist
girls
beat
that
from, she gives off the best
I just
energy.
go on
She
Etsy.
explains everything.
Ooh.
Like,
I know a lady
her name
that
is Izama. Her name is Izama by Waist Beats, and she actually made my beats for me. She didn't have them already made. I told her, you know, what I had going on in my life, and she just went on energy. And ever since I had them, like, I had two that popped, because one time I was rushing to go to the bathroom, and I got damn snapped that bitch off, and that bitch flew everywhere. I haven't had a nigga rip them off. I have not. Only time they broke was when I had to go use the bathroom.
So I need to call my homegirl and ask her about these.
But see, the waist beads are cool, and the niggas like them too, girl.
We do like them.
Yeah,
we do like them.
Yeah.
So you just keep them on.
I had mine on for 2 years straight. You can wash with them.
I'm about to message
but when
my
you
girl.
gain weight, they gonna get tight. You gonna feel like a can of biscuits, bitch.
Look, I don't
like
need to gain no more weight.
That's why you need them, because once them bitches
They'll
start
let
getting tight,
They gonna let you know.
you
bitch.
need to settle down.
They'll get loose. If you lose weight, they'll get loose.
Yeah, they get loose, or they'll roll up to the top, or they'll roll under the kangaroo pouch if you got that little crease, that little.
Let me message Ruby D.
Yes. All right, JB. So you know.
JB been thotting.
Yeah, you are the major thought, like, but you have beautiful children. You know what I mean? I saw JB's children; they are gorgeous. Like, I'm not even gonna front. But damn, you just stuck the whole goddamn third leg in there. There always be them geeks, some gangster geeks that be fucking your life up. Bitch. You came over for tea and crumpets and you leaving with a baby.
Look.
Like, that's the type of shit this nigga be
It's
on.
always the smart one.
You going over the dictionary, this nigga done planted about 3 seeds and you have triplets and shit. That nigga subdue you with a motherfucking goddamn synonym.
It's always face to face to me. None of that Facebook, Tinder shit. None of that shit. I gotta see your eyes in person.
I did POF one time. That was a very scary experience.
I don't like nothing. Like, but you know what I do? If I miss
Like
on
POF,
Facebook,
I had this one nigga that posted a picture from 10 years ago, and then when I met him at the motherfucking it was Intermezzo, and I thought
Intermezzo.
No, and I thought it was 2 niggas sitting in the seat. I was like, bitch, you this big, nigga, you show me slim and
so
trim.
I don't never meet nobody like that. If I see a chick like in the
I got
Facebook
really
group,
cat.
we'll be at an event and I'll be like,
That was back in
so and so.
Me as
I went
hosting
in
and
for 6 months
modeling
and I got.
and like meeting up with people on Instagram, Facebook, whatever. You show up to an event, you looking for such and such when you show
I
up,
got Facebook
and
first.
you like, hold on, time out.
I do. That man
I'm
so
looking for
sexy,
Shay
man.
Shay.
But
Where's
he got-
Shay
he got a
Shay
bitch,
at? And you
though.
get
I
to
mean,
the
not
event,
bitch,
and
he
she
got-
don't look like what you expected. So you standing there looking for Shay Shay, but Shay Shay ain't Shay Shay, because Shay Shay like, instead of being this big, she like that
I
big.
think you just.
Yeah, I don't never had those experiences because I don't even date somebody that I ain't met before. Like I don't date strangers. I don't like.
You date a stranger.
I don't. I very rarely date. I don't meet.
Hey man,
I don't meet people like that.
Hey man, it's hard to pretend you ain't crazy for the first 3 to 4 months.
But look,
nigga.
listen
You
to
know
what I'm saying.
This
I don't
thing,
really
you know,
date.
your tires flattened.
Listen.
You got a whole car up at the side.
Me. I don't really date strangers because I usually meet people through people. So I throw like I used to throw game nights all the time. I throw game nights.
Oh, so that's why you want to get the game night.
Yeah.
This nigga hit me last week talking about I was doing game night next week. Trying to get that damn box hot. We're trying to get that hot pocket.
Nah, I'm chilling. I'm chilling.
I'm not.
I'm just nursing my. I'm nursing my broken ankle. I'm
ready
just.
for a game night.
Oh, hold on. It's a shout out to Big Mike. Happy anniversary. It's our 5-year anniversary from 9.2 Inside Thing. You also saying what up, JB? Big Mike saying what up, JB?
Hey, what up, Big Mike?
I'm not JB. That's what I'm calling you. I'm not JB.
Yo, let's get to this question of the day.
Okay, what's the question of the day?
We already slick on the topic right now, but let's just get it out there.
What you doing? Alcohol.
What's better?
Pass me some Doritos.
What's better for sex, y'all?
Doritos.
Weed or liquor? Nah.
I like, you know, when I'm about to get into
Hold on, let me get a question, y'all. Hold up.
What's better for sex, y'all?
Hey.
Weed or liquor?
What do you enjoy more?
Both.
I dabble a little bit of both.
Both.
I dabble a little bit of both.
I dabble a little bit of both.
Now.
The Hennessy make you freaky, but the weed make you think twice about being too freaky.
But
you know,
see,
especially if
wait,
you ain't done it.
wait.
You know what I mean?
So
it makes you hold back a little bit. You give a little bit too much.
Right,
you
because
give a little bit too much.
I tell you from experience, I'm pretty sure both of my babies came from tequila. I'm pretty sure.
Now you a nasty bitch. You said tequila.
I can't help it.
Yeah.
Man,
That's what it is.
I was stone cold sober the first when I shot both of my kids. Stone cold
He
sober.
knew what he was
So
doing.
you planned it.
No, I was
He
just
just
ready
didn't
to
give a
fuck.
fuck.
I'm gonna tell you, my second baby straight up came from being at Disney with tequila in the bottles, walking through the park. That's where my baby.
My son came from my son's father's birthday, and I should have just not answered that call.
You answered it,
But I did.
You wanted to,
and I knew what he was gonna do, so I did it.
Yeah, nah.
And I got knocked the fuck up.
Yeah, nah. Both of them jumps.
Yeah, I came straight up from going to Disney. I promise you, the second baby was Disney. The first one was 1800 silver on a bad night.
Nah, man. Both of them jumps was.
It's like, don't just disrespect me in front of everybody. If you disrespect me in private, I'll still give you some. I'll still give you some.
Yeah,
What's
so
that? You look like a
we
fool in
was
front of
like,
everybody.
we
Ain't
was
getting
like,
no more
oh,
cuckoo.
greatest
Ain't
work
getting no
on
cuckoo.
earth. We
Mom
done
is just-
spent
Come
thousands
here
of
for a
dollars.
second. Come here for a second. That's Come here. Baby, no, stop.
No, it was no baby, no stop. It was straight up. We went to the park. We saw fireworks. We had
Oh, she had one of them
Yeah, it was a.
Yeah, one of those special nights, girl.
We did.
Girl.
Next thing I
Quickies
know,
like a
it's a
motherfucker,
little
dude.
cute little baby.
Girl, I had on UVK when I think I got pregnant.
You know,
I ain't
it's
even gonna
over.
lie.
Quickies got a motherfucker.
I like quickies though. I am the type of woman.
Hey,
I like
quickies are underrated.
They are the bomb.
A good quickie
Sometimes
on the way to
you
work.
need a good 10, 15 minutes.
On the way to work.
Bang.
On the way to work. I'm telling you.
It's like
wake up in the morning.
6 minutes flat. 6 minutes
Go
flat.
start your day, and it'll make you want tonight more. But I want to get back to the topic.
Okay.
I think I break it down this way.
What?
Being off the liquor makes me less inhibited. I'm already pretty. I'm not really inhibited to begin with. I don't have many inhibitions. So I'm just gonna go. But the liquor make me.
Why does that make me laugh every time?
The liquor.
Because now that you see it,
Yeah. Focus.
I am.
So
we are focused.
Okay.
Liquor or weed is better.
So liquor, liquor
Or both.
Liquor makes me more aggressive, more adventurous, but weed makes the actual act feel better. Weed make the head of my dick more sensitive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like the liquor will have me throw you against the wall and go under the table and go in my little box in the closet and rip off some crazy shit. But the weed is gonna make everything feel much better.
So it's gotta
So
be
I like both.
It gotta be both. I told you.
Because it's gonna make me the liquor gonna make me more adventurous. The weed gonna make it feel better.
Yeah,
I like
the
fucking
the
soda.
liquor turns me into an absolute.
Oh my
Being
God.
sober
The
is
only thing I like
Just,
doing
it
sober.
depends on who you're with. To be completely sober. Like if you completely
I'm never
sober.
completely sober.
I was, you know, it always get weird when you completely
I'm never
sober.
completely sober.
And you know, it don't
I really think it
matter.
depends on who you're with though. Because
No,
if you're with
no.
somebody you really, really like,
It
and
turns
you're
you on, but I
sober,
still need that extra for me to get nasty.
the nasty.
That come from the
Come from
Henny
something.
dog. That's impossible, baby.
Anything is possible.
Let me get about 5 good shots in me. I'm
Right,
you
you
all
all
trying
kinds
to
of
go.
turns up, you
Oh,
all
yeah.
kinds of back.
But the weed on top of the liquor makes me think twice. I'm like, I don't know if I'm the side yet or if I'm the main. So the weed helps you determine
But let me
what
tell you,
lane
so what
you
it
in.
is,
So I
I
can't
can-
give you too
but
much
wait a minute,
nasty. I can't give you the main girl nasty. I gotta give you the side
Right.
nasty. Even though you ain't your side, I gotta give you the side nasty.
You
So
give
when
the
you
side.
get the side nasty,
You
they
hear
want
what
the
I'm saying?
full nasty.
So then they need to come correct with that.
When they
if
get the full nasty.
Well,
Exactly.
Right. I
So
don't need
then-
everybody
Alright,
full full
here we
neck.
go.
Everybody don't get
The
that.
full
So
neck.
you turn all the way up.
Yeah, I'm going like everything. You know what I mean?
So that's what you get when you act
Well, the
right.
waist beads.
Right.
If you don't act right, you only get the side quarter tip.
I'm always gonna act right.
I ain't even gonna lie. The last guy I was with, man, that shit was sad. Like, this nigga was 6'6" with 2'2". Bitch, I was like, this shit don't even add up. Like, where's the dick?
Anyway, so
the
moving
last
on.
No, I'm talking to a woman.
Was
right
not
now.
an issue.
I know I don't want to hear that.
It was everything other
Yeah,
than
you'll be
that.
alright.
Like if it had not been everything other than that,
But I had
fine.
small wee-wees that feel good.
No, it wasn't
but this
small
one was
wee
just
wee.
trash.
It was not trash.
It was
It
small and
was.
trash.
It was
I don't
other.
feel nothing. And it kind of made me feel like a hoe because I don't be doing shit like that. I don't feel nothing.
So
Like, how can you do something I don't feel nothing?
I feel that when you
Yeah, it was that bad.
when you have
It was skinny and short.
oh
that's-
shit,
that's-
that's just bad.
That was, it was like fucking a mushroom.
So the way that I feel, at any given point in time in a relationship that you're in, you should be able to turn all the way up.
I want to turn all the way up, but everybody don't deserve the other way up though.
But if you turn all the way up and they cannot handle it, then you're supposed to.
That's when you crazy.
What's all the way up?
All
You
the
should
way
be
up
able
is a
to-
no holds bar. That's anything.
It's a
You
little
know.
defining
I
for-
might let you
defining
put
for-
your thumb in my booty. I don't do the whole thing in the booty, but you can put a thumb in there. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So
Okay.
you
What else
I'm
is
supposed
like
all
a
the way
nigga
up?
when it comes to my
What else
booty.
is all the way up?
so
Like, don't put nothing in my
as a
booty.
woman in the status in which I'm in, you were supposed to be able to tell a dude what you want, and it doesn't freak him out.
Right.
I agree.
If you tell him, grab my hair, pull me,
Slap
my
ass. Yeah.
So-
Yes. I don't like
so-
telling niggas to do that, but once I do, I like when I tell them the first time, because you know, of course, they hesitant
They
because they
try-
trying to learn you.
Right.
So
when
once
you
I tell
them,
you, I expect that from now on.
that's the way it's
That's what
supposed
you
to
need to
be.
motherfucking do.
Bend it over, smack it, rub
Right
it
there,
down,
hold
pull my
on.
hair,
Choking?
Yeah.
hold
Want
on.
choking? Want choking?
I like
Yeah,
choking.
I got a playlist.
You need to handle it
choke this
accordingly.
But every nigga don't know how to choke though. Some niggas be choking you for real, like
And
they
you
piss
be like,
you
I'ma
off.
fight you.
I'm about to die, bitch.
If I choke you, it's gonna increase your orgasm.
Yeah, that's
the
the
whole
whole-
time.
No, we talking about niggas that just get
That don't know what they doing.
Yeah.
I mean,
Nah, that
So
ain't,
you
that
gotta
ain't
understand.
I've been doing this for months.
Yeah,
So
that
you gotta
I saw
understand.
you too.
So if you sit up here explaining to somebody what you want, what you don't like, whatever, and you turn around and they can't, like, they stumbling and fumbling, that's not what you want.
I agree.
So
Automatically,
what was the worst sex experience you had as a man? I want to know from
Oh,
a man's
Lord.
perspective, what is it that turns y'all off as a man?
I
and a
remember
woman?
The worst. I'm gonna tell you.
I wanna
Now, we are.
Cause I lick
We're
nipples and stuff.
we're a little
gay
more.
to y'all?
No,
That's
no.
not.
I don't have a. It's
So-
gay to call it a nipple.
Woo.
It's gay to call it a nipple.
It's a nipple.
Don't call it a nipple.
It is a
It is
nipple.
rough chest area.
Rough.
I don't mind.
Rough chest,
I don't mind
nipples,
having.
whatever it is.
Stop. Hold up. We can't all talk at the same
Have you
time.
had it done?
Yes.
Hold
You
up.
don't like it? Not a
No.
little nipple?
No.
Damn.
That's
Now me, I don't like the terminology nipple, but I don't mind any part of my body being kissed or licked. Like I like
Any part?
Like, I like my ass licked, so I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
we know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. So he's looking for one of them
So
fucking
it's
Instacart bitches that be bagging
Why she
groceries
gotta be
and shit.
Instacart bitch?
Cause she bagging groceries. You talking about your ass lip? I know you got hair and all
No,
kinds
I don't
of
have
shit.
hair. I don't even have much pubic hair. I don't go hair.
You don't have no pubic hair?
I do.
You got a
I
whole
don't go
face
hair.
of beard.
I can't.
Well, you know,
Hey, and that's another thing. I don't like men
The
that
man
be
skin-
bald down in their privates. Like, you know, you gotta have
I think a lot of
keep
women
it
ask
even
me to-
low. You know
I
what
think
I'm
women
saying? I
ask me
love
too.
Even
hair.
though it's good.
If a nigga bald, I don't want it. You know what I'm
I've had
saying?
women. I had women ask me
babyish.
to
I
get
like
bald.
to play with it. And
I've had women ask me straight up,
and
I want
like
you to be
the
bald.
hair. I love hair.
Now I have never
Now it can't
said.
be long.
I have never,
and
Not
out of
like
control.
12 inches.
Yeah, but like even low.
Trim it.
Yeah.
Keep it clean.
My-
Manscaped.
I love hair.
Mine is
You can't be bald.
it looks trimmed. Like it just doesn't grow like the Wolfman. It don't grow like my beard. You know what I'm saying? It just stays. Like I don't have my hand on my arms. Like did that. So look.
He like pulling his whole
Like
armpit
this
up.
right here.
Nigga,
We live on television.
what is that?
What?
Fake armpit hair.
Did you see my underarms? Did you see? What you look
I
at?
don't know what I saw.
I just saw the video.
Yeah, you like live on television showing your
I'm saying,
armpit hair.
I don't have no armpit. It got like.
You don't have an arm. I didn't see that. I was looking at your stomach.
Oh, well, you know,
She
I need to get in the gym. I need to get in the gym.
That's exactly why. Lord Jesus.
So like,
Shit.
can you see?
You don't got no armpit. You sure you don't shave?
I don't shave.
No, he ain't got no armpit
I don't grow a lot of hair except my beard. I don't know.
You eat all that damn coochie.
I do eat a lot of coochie.
Damn.
I ate a lot.
Okay. Okay, David. What's your turn off?
I ain't tell you mine yet.
Shut up. You alright. We'll get back to you in a minute. We'll get back to you in a
Meek
second.
said time out. Boom.
He showed me armpit hair when I asked him what was his turn off. Your time.
So your turn
back
off
to
is
you.
armpit hair?
No.
Okay, we got it.
Come on.
Armpit hair is a no-go.
No.
So you don't want Willow Smith.
I don't know. She's too
Hold on, I'm
young for me.
trying to hear gangsta geek nastiness. Go ahead. Go
I
ahead. Ask for that.
well, yeah, you know, I'm not a kiss and tell type of motherfucker, but
Ah, you gotta tell.
the big turn off for me is when they constantly like, oh, you like your daddy, yes, bitch, I like it, otherwise I wouldn't be
Say
doing
yes,
it.
bitch.
Stop asking.
So you
for,
don't want
What are they
the
doing?
full-
What did they ask
wait.
you? Did they
So
like
you
you
don't
like
want
it?
the full-fledged porn star.
No.
Now I tell you what I don't like. I like
That's fake.
talking.
That shit is
I don't
fake.
like the narrator.
Yeah.
I don't like the narrator. I've had a woman and she had good pussy and good head, and her body was Jesus Christ. She was you would think she could do no wrong. And
But she was
narrated.
narrating
She
the-
narrated. It's like, oh, you fucking the shit out of me. Oh, you bending me over. Oh, you pick me up. Oh, now you get my pussy. Oh, now you pick me. I'm like, I know what I'm doing. Shut the fuck up. Are you?
I mean, it might be
But you want to know what's sad? Some dudes need the narration order for them
They
to
do.
know what the hell they're doing. Because
That's
some dudes don't know.
I mean, that's because you hump a hot lot of
You
women one
think
way.
you
That don't
know
mean
what
every
you're doing.
woman can
But
accept it.
a narration and guidance is two different things. She wasn't giving guidance. She
Yeah,
was narrating.
Yeah.
She was
saying
literally
what
saying
you
what I was
was
doing.
doing.
Oh, now you got your fingers in my pussy. Man, if you don't shut the fuck up, I know what I'm doing. I'm doing it. I know I'm doing it. But my turn off, that is a turn off. But my turn off is probably the thing that grinds my gears
What?
is bad head. Bad head.
That's a
Everybody
pretty
don't know
bad
what they
one.
doing,
That's
though.
that's
What is
that's
bad
a-
head though?
Bad head is bad.
Bad
What is
head.
what
Is
people
it
what
biting?
is it?
Well,
Like
no,
chewing on you, like
because most
Tootsie
women
Roll,
that
Twister?
I'm fucking with at this age, they know not to bite. But like some women think just going up and down real fast is good head. Like that's their whole move. Is I'm gonna go like this as fast as I can. And I'm like, what the fuck are you
I don't
doing?
need no rub, bro.
I
A
need some
woman told
tongue.
me,
I
my
need
woman
some-
told me,
need
and
to
she
slash
said the
the
best
sock.
way to give head is not your objective is to make the man come, is to make him feel good. But if you doing what you're supposed to do, it's gonna happen regardless. But focus
I
on
would agree
making
with
him
that.
feel good instead of making him try
But I
to come.
think that should
I
be
was gonna
like
say, yeah,
vice
listen, pay
versa.
attention.
Cause I you know, everything.
I used to-
That is not my goal. Like, if you do, you do. But if you don't, I'm not gonna have a cow because
I like the pole. You know what I mean? You know, the head is cool and all. Especially if you do it right. There's been a couple of niggas I stopped, like, yo, come on.
you taking too long or you
Right.
What you doing?
It's okay.
And our niggas don't even know how to eat pussy. Sorry, ladies.
They don't.
I mean,
No,
we already
they
know.
don't.
We
I know.
know. We
Regardless
I've been told.
of what alcoholic beverage
I've been
or
told.
edible
Some
or
of them
whatever it is,
money
they don't want
kick
that.
out there.
Eating
Pump,
pussy,
though.
eating pussy takes patience, listening, and
Knowing the woman's body.
Yeah, well,
Learning the woman.
That's
And
why I
if
say
you don't
patience
know-
Actually, you can not know the body and not have learned it, but if you in the moment and you follow
That's
fucking
exactly my
instructions,
point.
women will. It's like a
Listen.
guitar string when you pluck it. Women will tell you what to do.
Patience
Women will always tell
and
you
Or
what to
she
do.
will adjust
not
how
tell
you
you.
need to do
Right.
it.
Yeah, not
She
tell
will
she
move
won't-
you.
Right.
And
but
if
the
you
thing is,
don't
you gotta
know
listen.
where she's
You-
telling you,
You have to understand the non-verbal cues and the
There it
verbal
is.
cues.
There it is.
And that's what it is. I mean, as a pussy eating connoisseur, like I
Pussy eating connoisseur.
he's
I throw my shit on the table like can't nobody eat pussy better than me. I put it out there like I put it out there.
except for
Nick,
me.
I-
Nobody
I was on that
on
head
it. Like
conversation.
I'm just telling you, like every woman damn near every woman I've ever eaten out said I was the best ever. And that's not even like I'm bragging, because I would, if I'm gonna brag, I'm gonna brag on my dick, I ain't gonna really brag on my mouth. But I'm just saying that is a fact. Like, that is what I've experienced in my life. You know what I'm saying?
I wonder why you talk so much.
I talk a lot of shit, but I back it up. I ain't worried about it.
Shit talking.
I back it up. I ain't worried about it. But I know that what I've learned from women is that most men don't know how to eat pussy, and most men fuck to get their orgasm, not to help the woman come.
Most
so what I learned is I've learned how to be in demand, and JB has as well, because we like. For those who don't, me and JB keep women around us. It's usually me, JB, maybe one of our boys, and a shit ton of women. So we friend with these women. Like, we're not just like just stopping. We just keep a lot of women around us. That's just who we hang with the most.
Okay.
Look at y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what we do. We hang
Look at y'all what?
We hang with y'all. I'm just saying we hang. And
I get thrown into the mix. I only been here 2 weeks.
Sorry.
So at any rate, the point there is that, you know, our understanding of women, our love for women is a labor of love. So it's something that we put our considerable intellectual power into understanding. And it's something that you can get good at and you can master the same way LeBron James can shoot the fuck out of a free throw.
What is the purpose and point?
I can hit the fuck out of a pussy.
I don't understand the question. Hold on.
What is the purpose and point of having a woman around if you're not trying to go to the utmost 3 points of 6 minutes of daggone Steph Curry shooting threes? What's the point and you not trying to hit that? Because
I value women as friends, as platonic friends too. It's a value in that. I have homegirls like the homegirl that came Mel that bought me the lobster mac and cheese. That's my nigga. Like I don't want to fuck her. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just my nigga. But we have very intimate conversations. So she'll tell me shit. I'll tell her shit.
But if your goal with being with a woman is not to be the 3-point shootout from mid-court, like what's the point?
I don't know what you mean 3-point shootout. My goal.
If your goal is
the
not
goal
to be
is
a
always to
3-pointer.
fuck. The goal is not always to fuck every time you have a woman.
I'm not saying always to fuck every time you have a woman, but if you get into that situation,
but if we're fucking, and
why
the goal
is that not the goal to hit?
Well, no, we can't answer that question.
I mean, if it goes,
me and JB can't answer that question because I know that this is my brother and we talk all the time, and I know that when we fuck a woman, we trying to change her life. That's our goal.
But that's what I'm saying.
We don't understand other niggas like that. We have had these conversations. We don't understand it. We don't understand it because
in the bedroom with me is it's a whole night. Number one, it's
that nigga said it's a whole night.
Like the first time ain't gonna be a quickie. Like let me make that clear. The first time ain't gonna be a quickie. You ain't got nowhere else to go that night because we gonna be a while.
But that's what I'm saying. Like why is that not always your goal? The first
that
time
is always
no. It's not.
Third time is to knock it out the park. I'm hitting a motherfucking home run.
Especially if that's somebody you wanted.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a midfield double.
But it is.
If it's a quickie, it's like
fuck that shit.
To me,
every fucking time.
A quickie is supposed to be something that is like somebody
you still getting your back broken though. No, you
like you done been with this girl.
I like quickies. They better than
you still getting your back
broken.
But my thing is like with a quickie, you supposed to be with that person for an established length of time, whether it's 6 months, a year, 2 years, and it's like. Okay, you know what?
I settle for a quickie on the third day.
Not
the third time.
If you stay the night, the first night, and we fucking the morning, that's gonna be a quickie.
Right.
That's what I expect to be.
That's what I expect quickie to be. Like if I'm with you and we've been together.
Well, you take a lot of time.
First time it's not a quickie. If you
we got one mic.
If you do a quickie on the first time, no.
Well, I don't think they're doing a quickie on the first time. I think they came quick. It's not a quickie.
A quickie is I'm cool.
A quickie
if you can get back on it,
I'm not good with a quickie. Quickie to me means like we both went and had we both went.
Quickie bothers me when he can't get it back up again about 30, 40.
But see, a quickie to me means you done hit it, quit it. Everybody.
That's
does.
only if he treats you like that.
Hold on, let me jump in.
Okay, go ahead, let them talk. He about to puff.
It's a difference between a quickie and a nigga that came fast.
Right.
A quickie is an agreed upon thing. We agreed to do this with a strict period of time before we go.
An hour before we go to work.
Yeah. That's a quickie. A nigga fucking you and coming fast is not a quickie.
That's
not disrespect
that's
quickies.
bullshit.
That's bullshit.
No,
We're not gonna disrespect quickies.
No, I'm not disrespecting quickies. I love quickies because sometimes the best orgasms I get are a quickie. It depends on you know what a nigga is handing you off. You know what I'm saying? If a nigga main goal is to fuck you and get you out of the way, he gonna fuck you and get you out the way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Point blank, period. But if a nigga can fuck you and get it back going, like, look, we about to take a little 20-25 minute intermission. Let's roll this blunt.
But to me,
get out
that's
of my
not
head.
a quickie.
That's not a quickie. That's coming quick.
Nothing.
A quickie is we decided that we gonna fuck for 5, 10, 15 minutes and then go do some other shit.
We're
not getting it back up.
Daytime hours.
Yeah. Now, I do believe in
taking care of the house.
I want to introduce another terminology.
Right.
Let me introduce another terminology. Around one. Now, around one can be quick if we know we fucking all night. If we know, like, nigga, like, we ain't doing shit, we open a horn, we been texting, sexting, sending dick and pussy pics all day. Tonight we going. And that first round was real quick? Okay, cool. No second round gonna be a life changing.
I appreciate the second round because once we get that bullshit out of the way the first time, because I ain't gonna lie, I you know what I'm saying, I jump a little quick, he jump a little quick, cool, we got that out of the way.
But it's
you know, when you come back, then you know what I'm saying,
so if we
all the time I'm jumping quick is on a quickie.
If we did quick on the first round, but he can't recover.
That's something wrong.
We as females recover different.
I don't even get solved every time I come, so I can't even get to this.
But I'm saying, like, we as females recover different from
all
y'all.
Men, we don't even get solved every time we come. Not all men. We don't.
Yeah, I know. I met those type of guys. They still gone. They still.
You sitting next to probably 2 of them.
Yeah, you are.
I'm saying, but that's like, then that is not in essence a quickie. That's round one. That's round one.
You gotta think you're harder than 15 minutes. You ain't gotta wait. You ain't gotta wait much longer.
You know, it is what it is. So.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I also respect the woman that says I'll get it up. Every time. You know,
my sex life is as long as you ready when I'm ready. It don't matter if it's long or short. Long as it's done in a passionate way, that connection type way, I'm cool with it.
My sex life is just as long as you come, I'm good. I got an orgasm for you.
So you don't like? Hold on.
Every guy's not like that. Every guy's not like that.
So you rather for her to come and you not come at all? Ain't that kind of frustrating?
If I have to make a choice,
yes.
It's for her to come and me not to come. But I want to come. I do. And now
but I think you feel disappointed if she can't make you come.
Finish. That's why I talked about bad head being the worst thing because my turn off. Because I've had women who couldn't make me come. Let's say for example, I've had oral sex behind 2 women my whole life. Right? Both of them 2 made me come. So if you the third woman and it's like, come on, nigga, like what's wrong with you? Because I know I can come from the head. Some niggas like I can't come from the head. I'm not that kind of nigga. I come from the head often. So when you can't make me come from the head, I'm like, what the fuck is your problem? But my thing is, honestly,
Stop laughing.
My thing honestly is I can't even watch porn where the women don't come. I don't watch like porn. I watch amateur porn. I watch like regular humans that ain't actors. Because if the girls don't come, I can't enjoy the. I can't enjoy the
That's real.
I can't watch like famous porn actors because their orgasms is fake. They're just doing fake porn.
That's true.
The woman has to have an actual orgasm for me to enjoy my porn. If you go to my phone, it'll be amateur ebony orgasm. That's what I watch.
You go through his phone.
I'm just saying.
He said if you looked at his shit, then he gonna have like regular ass people. Becky and Timon doing it.
Yeah, and my iCloud popping too. My iCloud popping too, though. You know what I'm saying? So I watch that too. Yes. But I'm into the.
That nigga got that shit in his browser.
I'm into ebony amateur orgasm. Or sometimes I do the cuckold because a lot of times the women come.
The who?
Cuckold, where a white woman, her husband videotapes her while she fucking a black man, and it'd be the best sex she
See,
ever
that's
had.
the thing about me. Like, I can't do toys at all. I'm very turned off.
But
I'm old
toy.
school. I'm school. I'm
What
like,
toy?
no. I'm just talking in general.
Okay, what's up?
Chill. You know what I mean? It's just like,
Back in
as
the
far as
second
when it
place.
comes to like the porn and stuff like that, like I can't do toys. Like,
Do you like
fake
games?
fake
You like
dildo
games?
bothers me.
You like games?
You know what I'm saying?
I had
I don't
games.
think a lot of guys like to deal. Now, this is me speaking as a woman. Don't like to see their woman fuck with something else, but like a vibrator or some dice.
I can't even do that.
Which one is?
Like
Some
I don't
people
even like the fake dildo. I'm like the banjo. I'm just
But
index
I
and
don't-
middle finger. If
I don't
have
think
to do what I need
do not
to do.
think a lot of
But
guys enjoy
I would
seeing
not
anything
in it.
outside of that. So like a vibrator, like
I can't get into those.
I'm
like,
cool-
I
I'm cool
really
with a
can't.
vibrator.
I
I'm cool with,
tried,
like,
but
nipple
I
clamps.
don't like
I'm gonna be
them.
honest, as a female,
I don't like.
I
them.
don't think you had the right guy do it to you.
No. I don't give a fuck. I don't like toys. Period.
I'm gonna tell you, as a
I
woman,
don't like
me,
toys.
me,
Period.
look at me, girl.
Nigga, you're just a different kind of freak.
I'm a different kind.
Yeah, you're
But I'm
different.
telling you, the right kind of guy ain't done it. Because the right kind of guy, he
If a
gon'
nigga pull out a motherfucking
it's not gonna
toy,
be. Look, me.
For your
Hold on,
kids.
wait.
this nigga
Hold
right
on,
here,
hold on,
like
time out.
I'm like in the
It
twilight.
ain't gotta be a dick. It ain't gotta be a dick.
Like, cause I don't
Me.
like fake. I don't like
Me.
authentic anything. That's why I can't.
It's
like,
not
no.
gonna be something that he pulls out. It's gonna be one of your shits.
I don't have them. My shit is this. Index and middle.
Me and
That's
you
all I got.
Me and you gonna go to Starship.
No.
It's a store.
No,
It's a store a block
one of
away.
my
It's a
close
store a block away.
friends, my
We can
close
go
friends
tonight.
work at Starship.
Yo!
So,
I'm not into toys.
It's time for.
I'm not into toys at all. Like, I'm not into toys at all. I like a man to like play with.
this
me
ain't got
or
nothing to do
whatever.
with no dude. This got to do
I don't
with
even
you.
want to do it myself. Like I can get it on. Like with these
so
two.
sober
These
boy
two
then.
is all I
What?
need.
No.
I am satisfied. I don't
Boo.
even think about a nigga when I'm done.
Girl.
Like that shit is boss.
We need to go to Starship on the day.
No,
Don't do it
I
tomorrow.
refuse.
Hey.
I don't want no
Hey, Facebook
toy.
world, y'all
telling
taking
you.
notes out there?
I don't want no. See,
Y'all writing
you
shit
for
down?
the shit. I'm not with the shit. I've tried it. Like, don't believe me. Believe me. My homegirl worked at Insurrection.
it's a
She
whole-
had gave me an Easter basket looking shit with fake dicks and goddamn
It ain't
oil
got to be
and
a
all
dick.
that kind of shit.
You
in
like the
there.
oil even?
Like, no.
A
Like,
whole little
I'm
thing.
okay. I'm
Me.
needing the extra help to get
A
off.
little. I don't either.
I don't
No, I'm not saying you do.
but
You
a
like what you like, and I'm
A
not
little
holding it
thing
against you.
this big
I had a bullet
on
before.
top of.
I had a little bullet before.
Did you
That's
like
the
it?
only
Did you
thing
like
that I had. It was okay. But I got the most fulfillment of doing it myself. Like, I like doing it myself. Like, I've tried. Like, don't get me wrong. I've tried. It didn't work.
It ain't the right guy. That's
No.
why.
It ain't the right guy. It ain't the right me. It ain't the right store. It ain't the right size. It just ain't right, period. I like wood. And I like wood.
Girl.
Like,
She like
Well,
veins.
look,
She like
right.
veins.
I like it too.
I like that
Veins.
strong.
Trust me.
I like that thrust.
Strong like bull.
I like that thrust. Like that when the
is.
nigga get all excited and he
It
dragging.
is definitely that.
Like,
It is definitely that.
What?
But with the right guy and the right combination of what you currently like on top of, I promise you, it's a whole different situation.
I've tried it. I promise you, I've tried it, and it doesn't. It
And
just
me
don't
as a
do shit
woman
for me.
telling you, it's just not the it's not been the right dude yet.
Man, it ain't been the right dude. It ain't been the right me. Okay, I've just tried everything.
Look.
Okay.
I just like
We gonna
Flip it,
work
turn
on
like a
that.
pancake. That's the way it's gonna be.
pancake.
Oh yes, it's gonna be brown on one side and popped on the other.
See, I don't
It's-
do no shit like that.
But it's the way you like it. Trust me. Like
And I do, and we okay. Right. So yes.
I'm telling you, it's flipping it in pancakes. Like this bubbling on one side, you flip it over to the other. It's brown on this side, and you get done on the other. Trust me.
I already know. We on the same page.
So,
But everybody, I mean, there are women who's open shit up, but they ain't into none of that shit. And there are women who not. Like, it's some guys.
It took me a long time
It's some
to
guys
understand.
that don't like head. And I'm like, that's my favorite thing to get. Like,
It took me a long
but
time to understand.
Everybody's
It's-
different.
I just think I always
Everybody's
feel like
different.
it's because I get it's the difference, but I always feel like it's because the right person ain't done it.
I always feel that too. Whenever they be like, I don't come from here, I'm always like, you ain't had the same bitches I had. Like they something the fuck up my dick.
That's,
So, but
that's
everybody's,
what I feel it
but
is.
also everybody's different.
Everyone
And
is
so
different.
even if the girl who I think gave me the best head ever, another nigga might not even come from that. I find it hard to believe,
Everyone's
but
different.
I have to accept
But
it.
I always
Everybody's
feel
different.
like it's because it wasn't the right one.
I believe.
And
I
I learned-
think that.
I
But I'm
learned
trying to
that
not be as.
I learned that a couple of years ago. Being an adult, I felt like it wasn't the right person.
But I always feel like when women say they can't come through penetration, I'm like, let me fuck, and then we'll see how that changes. You know what I'm saying?
Again,
because
it wasn't the right
That
person.
now that is definitely true because I've heard many a times you're the first person to make me come ever. So
Right.
I can dig your saying.
Yeah,
like,
you hit
it
that.
might
That's
take
what
the
it
right
is right
person.
there. Me coming out
you
here with the
goofy ass.
yeah, that's what it is.
Oh, you wash your hands. Was you in there using these two
My
fingers?
hands are
Was you using
wet.
these two
My
fingers?
hands are
Right down
wet.
the face.
See, my hands are wet. Clean.
Get that beard right. Get that beard growing.
It's
Oh,
only
Lord.
because it's not the right person. That's what I learned in the 36 years I've been on this planet.
Jeremy said experience.
That's
It
right.
is. It's experience. It's because it's not the right person. That's all.
Yeah. And most times I do believe that, but I try to not to be, I guess, quote unquote, judgmental. But I agree with you. But
What
I'm
happened?
just like
Shit changes
women
over
don't like
years.
toys,
We
okay?
have-
And usually, like I equated it to a nigga saying he can't come from here. I know a lot of niggas say he can't come from here.
I've had a nigga that say that shit too, but one of them like,
Right. But the thing is, I'm like, well, you ain't had the right girl suck your dick. And then I think her thing is like, they don't like the toys with the niggas.
I can't
You ain't
really
had the
call
right
them
nigga
dead,
with the
though.
toys.
Right.
Right. But I equated it also
it feels
to
good,
women,
like
to
a
women
motherfucker, but I can't
who
bust
can't
it
come
down.
from penetration
You done seen
until
the
they get with a certain
dude,
nigga.
you done seen the dude in Vegas that's been giving the massages out.
Yeah, I don't want nobody rubbing on me like that.
I do.
I don't.
That's how I like it.
Cause he don't even look right.
It's not
Yeah,
him.
look, right?
Yeah, you gotta turn me on.
Not
This is
him.
before you
It's-
put your hands on
It's
me.
the act of. It might not be him. Imagine your perfect guy.
But soon as
giving
he,
you
if
that
I
same
turn my
massage.
head and I see his face, I'm like, no, I can't.
But
That's
You say not him. You're a perfect guy. You're a perfect
But
ideal
that's
man.
different.
But that's what
Your
she said.
perfect
Yeah,
guy.
my
That's what I'm
perfect-
saying. Like, if my perfect guy
Exactly.
could give me the massage and the dude that's in Vegas is giving all these women, like,
I get those massages too, man.
I
Just
do
so you
too.
know.
Whatever.
Yeah, I'm the massage.
I
Shit.
do.
Hey,
I do.
$5 an hour.
Like, if I could get,
If I give you that massage,
I could
almost,
get
yeah.
from my perfect guy the massage
I'm
that that
saying,
dude has
yes.
been giving
Nigga
out.
run a
When I'm
brothel.
telling you, right, it would be a brothel. It would be like, oh, like,
Come on now, you think about it.
Sure,
That nigga
leave
slick.
it.
You think all the women he rubbed down, he ain't even gave head to at least goddamn busting that?
Yes,
I don't believe
He
it.
done
I don't
busted
believe them
something.
bitches walked out
a
here with
zipper,
nothing.
a pin.
That's why I don't want no parts of it. And then you funny looking on top of that.
I'm
like, nah,
not
like that's
him.
some shit I can't live with. I'm
Not
funny
him,
looking niggas
but
some cat.
my perfect
Got caught up
guy.
in the moment.
If my perfect guy could rub me down in that same exact manner,
Girl, that's wishful thinking. You just want to.
I know it's wishful
No, it's
thinking.
not.
Yes,
it's
it
not
is.
wishful thinking. Like,
No, it's not.
Like,
No, it's
like,
not.
it
Two of
happens.
them are sitting here. Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
Shit,
I'm the
man.
massage master.
Yeah.
I
These
get
hands
great
are
massages
magic.
too.
I get great
I get
massage.
good massage.
See, I'm that type of person. If I'm dating a guy, I'm gonna make sure you fed. I'm gonna make sure you
You fucked and
down.
fed.
I'm
That's
gonna make sure you
the-
have
that's the-
everything you got. That was the truest shit my grandma ever told me. She said, "Only thing you need to do to a man is fuck him and feed him."
That's what
She
you're
said, if you
supposed to
give him
do.
everything that he needs to eat and you do everything he needs
And I mean,
to please him
everything
safely,
he needs
he is
to
going
eat.
nowhere. My grandma ain't had nothing
Hey,
to do
I'm
with
gonna we
And
gotta find
cute
another
things.
F because we got something about conversation.
Huh?
Friend, be a friend. Because that ain't enough.
Oh, yeah,
You
friend,
gotta-
too. I mean, of
Oh,
course.
hold up. Friend, be my friend.
Hey
fuck
man,
me,
every
feed me.
nigga I dated was
every
my partner.
relationship
You know what I'm
that
saying?
you
I don't
have
get
that
into
you
a
not
relationship if
friends
you
first,
ain't my
no
partner. Like me and you got a roll to go
I'm
get
serious.
something to eat, and
That's
we
why I
talking
said I don't
shit
date
about
strangers.
everybody.
Right.
I don't
Me
even
and
date
you
a
can,
stranger.
you know, we can
That's
go
honestly
anywhere. I
what's
blend with
good.
your
Yeah.
family and
Yeah.
blend with
Somebody
my
has
family.
to
We
force
make the
you
best of everything.
To
That's
be
the
their
only
girlfriend,
thing that I can
boyfriend,
get
whatever
down.
before they're
Absolutely.
That's
friends.
the
That's
only
what's
thing.
required. That's
I'm
what's
the type of
required.
person like you gotta keep me laughing. You gotta keep me
Yeah.
laughing. I love
Friends.
goofy ass niggas.
Yeah.
I know goofy ass niggas that know when to be serious. I love a person to make me laugh because you know life is hard, man. And
It is.
like no, like
It
seriously,
is.
it's like
It
seriously,
is.
life is very hard. And if
It's like a
you're
dick.
the type of person that like to be amused, I
heard
love
that. I'm
someone
gonna
that
chop you in
can
the
keep
throat.
me, you know, happy or
Life,
keep me
I mean,
entertained.
on a day-to-day
And
basis.
vice versa.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
I agree.
whenever I look for somebody, I like to have fun. I don't like to be conservative. I don't like a nigga to spoil me. I like for a nigga to spoil me when I earned it.
Right.
You get what I'm
Don't
saying?
just give me something.
Always say, make them think, make them laugh, make them come, make them yours.
Yeah, you know
And
what
that's the
I'm
way it
saying?
should be.
It
And
got-
if
you
you're
gotta
not
be
in
my
a
friend.
relationship
You gotta
that
be
way,
my
don't
friend.
be in it.
I gotta be able to talk to you about some other shit
My
that
best
you ain't gonna
relationship
judge
was
me
legit.
about.
I was
And
friends
just look
first.
at it as a logical
I mean, all my relationships
situation
are
and give me the best advice
no,
logically,
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
as
No,
your woman.
Real
Not
discussion.
as, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because,
that's
you
real.
know, regardless of what, we're not raised the same. We don't look at everything
Yep.
the same. The thing that I think is loyalty might be different for your perspective of loyalty. You know what I'm saying? And it's not because you're wrong and I'm right. That's how we were raised. So,
I agree.
in order for a person to step in and understand how they move, I gotta step in and let them understand how I move. You know, it's all about that balance. I don't never down a nigga because of what. To be honest, whenever I deal with somebody, if they don't have everything that I want, if I know for a full fact by dealing with them and talking to them that their ambition and everything they have in order is to get there, sometimes the other person needs it and give them an extra push and give them that guidance. Vice versa. If that's the only person I can ever be with, he don't have to have everything. He has to be stable. He got to put his priorities first. That's a man I respect.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying?
And that's
Fact.
hard for a lot of guys to understand. Like, if I'm coming at you and I'm telling you that this is what I need and want from you, like, you handle your shit,
Right.
not anybody else's shit.
I watch how
Yours.
niggas handle his priorities before I bring them into my life. Because
Right.
depending on how you handle your
Yep.
priorities, make me feel secure about you
Yep.
guiding me of handling
And they
my
don't
priorities.
I look at women the
versus
same way.
women.
I
Like,
look at
And
women
you
the same way.
should.
You
you
should. If
should.
she not handling her shit, she gonna
You don't
handle
want
your
to
shit
bitch that
the
is
same
saying
shit
shit
you
and
handle
lay
hers.
up and get fucked all
Absolutely.
day and go shopping.
Oh
You
yeah,
don't
we
want that type of
talked
shit.
about turnoffs earlier. A big turnoff for me is I'm sitting there rapping to you, and you sitting there and talking to me about all your motherfucking problems in your
Right.
life. Day one, day
That
two.
are not legit.
That shit ain't got shit to do
You
with
not
me.
Just
Yeah.
enjoy
Yeah.
the person
Yeah,
who you
like
is.
we on a date. Why can't we enjoy each other's company?
Yeah.
Because you know, if you were looking for Captain Save-A-Ho, like
Captain
you
Save
need
a
to
If
Ho
your-
should never
if-
exist
if-
on either
If
end.
your problems weigh that heavy on you, then you don't need to be dating.
Exactly.
You need to figure that shit out.
Come
You know what I'm
date
saying?
with me
Don't you
about
gotta
your
don't be
problems.
looking for help. Look, you know what I'm saying? People be looking for help these days. They ain't looking
shouldn't
for
be.
You should be
love.
looking to serve,
You know what I'm
motherfucker.
saying?
That's what you should do. Look to
I
serve.
mean, you know, it does come a time when shit get hard when you're doing everything on yourself. Single mothers, you know, single
I'm not
fathers,
looking for
or just
nobody
being
to help
single.
me.
Period. No, I'm not saying
Yeah.
you're looking for
No,
somebody to
I'm
help
agreeing
you.
with you.
But I'm
Like,
just saying, if the right person comes along and understands and
You should
respects
be
your
able to
situation
work like
and
this.
seeing you doing everything that you can do, and they love you enough
Yep.
to where they step in, they can make the load lighter for
Yep.
you. That's the choice that they have to make,
And that's
not
the
the
choice.
pressure that you have to give them because
Exactly.
you're dealing with.
Yup.
You
got
get
it
what I'm saying?
exactly perfect. Like, I should not be looking at somebody to come save me.
Right.
If you get
You gotta
into a
handle your
relationship
own.
where somebody's saying, "Oh, you need to hold me down. You need to be a down ass chick, down ass nigga." No,
I
that's
ain't
not
no
the
down
way it's
ass
supposed-
female.
I'm
I
not
show you the
either.
same respect you give me. You feel what I'm saying? Don't expect me to do
Don't
nothing.
expect me to fix you when you
Right.
don't want to fix yourself.
Right.
And that's
That's
the way
right.
that everybody should be. If you get into a relationship with a woman that all she wants to do is get her hair done and her nails done, you need to run in the opposite direction. That's not the way it's supposed to be.
Jeremy said, it's about respecting one's perspective, and you satisfy me, I satisfy you.
Right.
You support
It's
me,
equal.
I support you.
It's
a give and take. It's called reciprocity.
That's like if your favorite thing is Butterfingers, right? I'm just throwing this hypothetically. If your favorite thing is Butterfinger and I'm dating you, and I know you coming over to my house, let's say like I go to the store, you ain't ask me for no motherfucking Butterfinger, but I buy you Butterfinger. I have it at the house, so just in case when you feel the need to have that urge, I'm taking care of you. It's the little things.
It's the same principle that Michael Jackson.
He shouldn't have to ask you to pick up a Butterfinger for him.
Right. It's the same principle that Michael Jackson had giraffes and shit in his house for little kids. He had shit the kids like. So when they come to his house, they feel comfortable.
That's a horrible.
It's the same
terrible.
thing. I'm just saying. That's what makes.
Fuck up a good.
Speak no more. Butterfinger is
anyway, y'all. Okay, time to change the subject.
Right.
I'm just saying. It's time to wrap up. It's time to wrap up. I might like that.
Okay, it's time to wrap up, but let's hear about motherfucking what's the name? Westbrook. Oh, we ain't on Westbrook yet.
Westbrook. What
Westbrook.
Y'all of all people, y'all didn't put Westbrook in there.
Oh, Westbrook and his whole cussing the damn Utah Jazz fans.
Okay, all right. This we'll do. We'll end it with Westbrook because me.
Yes.
Asked us to.
I really need to talk about
Russell Westbrook was, of course, NBA player. He was at a game. He got into an argument with the male fan, and the male fan's wife. He said that they said to him, "Get on your knees like you used to," which was a slave reference, or even maybe a derogatory sexual, homosexual reference. And Russell Westbrook told him, "I beat your ass, you and your bitch." And Meek
should have.
Russell probably shouldn't have threatened a woman necessarily. However, he was well within his rights. Fans can't talk to people like that, athletes like that, and white people can't talk to black people like that. It's as simple as that. That's my take on it. I'll let you guys give your opinion, but that's where I'm at.
I respect everything that Westbrook has said to that person. I don't give a damn about creed, color, or whatever. When somebody disrespects you and you're tired, I've seen different highlights of fans disrespecting players, especially when they got courtside seats or whatever, just talking reckless. And regardless of what, yes, that is true, and I'm going to use that. You are human at the end of the day. It is but so much somebody can take. When somebody is constantly poking at you, disrespecting you, and trying
snap at some point.
You are going to snap at one point.
We got to get up out of here. We got 17 seconds.
Okay.
What I do want to say is thank you for tuning in. We went a little longer during the podcast. You can catch us on Facebook or YouTube to watch the entire show. But thank you for tuning in to Kickback TV live from Atlanta.
There it is.
Uno, we out.
There it is.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So for our YouTube audience and our Facebook audience, we're still here.
Okay.
Really quickly, Meek, did you want to finish that?
But
quickly, really quickly.
Nigga, don't you.
Really quickly.
Don't you. But no, all I'm trying to say is I really don't see no harm in what is done, but I also found out that they had banned him from any future games, so he is no longer welcome. But at the same time,
welcome back. Look at Tori.
Yeah. This been situation from day one, so I don't know what the hell you talking about.
I'm oblivious to that.
I saw that shit too.
But
y'all really
they on some nigga shit. I guess they looking at y'all one.
I want to look at you from your nose up. Your nose up. I would at you from nose up.
No, he was looking from the waist down.
Right, I was gonna say, you really think I believe that?
Waist down.
No, I was focused on your pretty eyes.
No, waist down, shorty. See, he doing his gangsta geek shit. He putting it towards your eyes. You know what I mean?
I just thought it out the corner of my eye.
I believe either of them?
But you're smiling over the lies, though, so that's the whole point. right? Yeah, go ahead and grin.
But overall, Westbrook, I applaud you. Yes, show that niggerism to the motherfuckers and keep that shit in order. I bet you nobody. Well, of course, somebody will try him again.
White people.
But at the same time, like I don't really condemn him for what he did. You know, he just reached his breaking point. He let them know.
Well, ask yourself this basic, simple question:
What?
If a motherfucker came at you on the street, regular dude talking that kind of shit, how would you respond? Like, how would you respond if somebody came at you on the street, in a bar, wherever, even at your job, talking that kind of shit to you? Fuck that shit.
Loco.
Yeah, exactly. I'm
gonna let them know first before I put my hands on you.
Who the fuck are you talking to?
I'm gonna give you
so
a warning.
why would you expect these ball players?
I will fuck
to
you
do
and
the
your
same?
wife up.
Thank you.
On God.
That
nigga said on God.
Why don't we expect
You brought your Lord and Savior into this, so you know he was with the shit.
Yeah. These are human beings, and you're coming at them with this bullshit.
Right.
You know, how the fuck do you expect for them to act? This isn't your, yards and yards, dozens of yards away, so they can't hear you. You right in their face, like, come on, dog.
But from my understanding, this is an issue that the Utah Jazz have had. Period.
Absolutely.
This is not even with Westbrook showing
That's not even the Utah Jazz. It's anybody.
No,
specifically the
Utah Jazz have had issues with the whole get up of racism while players are there. Right. And this is black players in specific details. The Utah Jazz have had issues with other ethnicities coming to Utah to play and them having racism directed towards them.
Stop apologizing for your integrity. You know what I mean?
I don't know what they thought was going to happen with Westbrook, because Westbrook is clearly off the chain, period. Like, he blew in damn LeBron's ear. Like, what the hell did you think he was going to do?
What's the boy that did that? That wasn't Westbrook. That was
Westbrook.
That was Lance Stevenson.
Yeah, I remember that. That's the goddamn
That was a fight. That was a whole fight. But I mean, with Westbrook is known for being extra shit. So what did you
think? I love the sugarish on the stylish side.
With his damn loafers and no socks. Like, what did you think was going to happen when you kept coming at him and irritating the shit out of him while he's playing basketball? Like,
she needs to.
Leave his ass alone. You
That's
knew it was
Game of Thrones,
Your breath smell like you don't talk about my shit.
He said her breath smell like the Night King.
Right.
Jeremy said these fans don't realize that they are not at home yelling at
TV. Exactly.
They're at the game yelling at the players in person. Best bet your ass will get a response. Factory. I want to thank y'all for tuning in.
Hey.
We were kind of all over the place tonight.
We were,
but
it was fun.
I love the energy. Mm-hmm. I love the synergy.
Synergy?
Yeah.
Synergy. I'm getting all emotional over here at the close of his podcast.
And I want to let you all know that
now she put lip gloss at the end.
Oh, I've been putting lip gloss on.
Hey, this is the first time, so I'm calling you out on
so this is that black minted my homegirl.
I actually heard about their products.
It's the shit.
But I want foundation. I'm not worried
They got
about
foundation.
No, they don't. They got highlighter.
No. They got foundation.
Where? I did not
on their website.
I went on it. I didn't see. I saw the highlighter. I saw the lips.
They just released it last weekend. Okay. Go on there. They got foundation.
Hell, we can't never stay on top.
But I'm wearing Fenty.
Hold on.
Hey, hold on. I'm wearing Fenty. You like it? Fenty
Girl.
Beauty.
So you went to Sephora. Because
I went to Sephora.
I need to go.
Look, I got the Fenty.
Let me tell you about
I'm in Sephora all the time.
Hold on. We gonna have a whole time out for the girls. You hush.
Oh, okay.
So look, let me tell you about how difficult it is as a black female to find foundation. When you gotta go mix 2 or 3 foundations.
Shout out to Riri. I didn't mix shit. This is one.
I used to have to mix a white girl color with a black girl color to get my color.
You red.
That's crazy.
Girl.
You red bone. You know Black Opal got your shade.
No, Black Opal doesn't. It's orange when you put it on.
Really?
Yes.
The undertone is orange? No, the undertone is red and not yellow. You need to pick a yellow undertone.
A yellow undertone. And that
black opera do have a yellow. You need to go with the one that's a little bit darker. But when it sets, it's going to have a yellow undertone. Okay. Yeah.
Rihanna, she got you.
Yeah, Riri, you responsible for this.
Look at this glow. Look at this glow. But
Mented, reasonable.
Mented,
under $30.
Mented has come out. They lip glosses is less than what MAC is. Free shipping for $45 and under. Like, I'm seriously like.
Y'all need your own podcast. I'm trying to talk about makeup.
Don't be haters. That's how we come.
Look, that's not my number. You brought us up here for a reason.
So that was doing the show for 6 hours.
We are beautiful. Okay. Let's
that was the ladies' makeup.
It's a woman thing.
That's how we're beautiful on a daily basis.
I'm trying to get Riri to book me.
Riri, book her and Mented, y'all. Boo, y'all done got eyeshadow,
and Riri, fuck me, Riri. Like, yeah, we all don't. I thought we was all
chop in the throat.
I thought we was all.
You never know.
Unless Ashanti watching it, no, we really don't.
That's why we definitely don't want none of that.
Hold on. Before we close out, I hear enough about Ashanti and everything. Nas is my bae. Who's your bae? Nas. You been my bae since 97.
Nas. Oh, Nas. When she said Nas, like my name.
No, Nas.
Let me ask you.
Nas.
I've been trying to marry Nas since 97.
He just.
Okay, go ahead.
I met that nigga in 94.
But see, 97 when I got my
loins legal.
She probably wasn't even legal.
I was like 16 then.
I ain't legal.
All right, come on.
I forgot her name, but she bad.
He forgot her name. She ain't his bae then.
Oh no, she definitely one of my baes. They change frequently. I'm trying to find her name. Hold up.
What's she from, Jimmy?
The Joan I was telling you about. She was runner up for Miss America. She's on the Fox Morning Show. She's on the Fox Morning Show.
The one me when Smith was watching?
No, the one I told you about.
Shit.
I don't remember her name. Something with an A. Aria.
So you don't have like a long time infatuation like Neil Long or anybody like that?
I don't have one. Mine done went out the window.
Who was yours?
I ain't got one though.
Oh Lord.
Why you out the window? Why you out the window then? What they do to get out the window?
Am I allowed? How many times am I allowed to chop his ass?
The Hoya chop. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we go to Atlanta Braves chop your ass. Stay the fuck over here.
Why do you figure out his? Who is yours?
I actually got lucky.
I'll be a hoe for mine.
No, I'm not like that. So, like with me, so I'm gonna be honest. With me having done a lot of shit in the industry, it's not too many dudes that are like, oh my god, I'm so fine. I want to be. No, come home. I got pregnant by mine.
There she is, Elise Edie. That's
Elise Edie.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what? Mm-hmm. Who is that?
That's she's the Fox Morning.
So not Demetria Obalor?
Is she in Atlanta?
He said,
oh, the two Atlanta chicks. I know you're talking about.
Yeah. Okay, so Demetria Obalor is light skinned like that. She just got extra her hair and like she's really pretty. Like she's body goals.
Thick as fuck.
Yeah.
This one's got a nice body.
No, Demetria Obalor got called out. Yeah, I got pregnant by mine. Mine's my baby daddy, but he get on my damn nerves, so he gonna be pushed into the left side.
You love your baby.
Yeah.
No, I don't love
what
him.
happened with mine.
Mine just happened to be fine, and I was like, oh shit,
you
You want to be a celebrity that you don't know.
Right.
I don't have one.
You don't have not one celebrity?
No, because I was with, that's why I said I got
Nas been my boo since 97.
But it's people you never met before.
No, I don't like.
No, it's supposed to be people you never met before.
Well, I'm gonna have to go look through a whole bunch of shit because the only person that I felt was like, oh shit, he fine as hell. Yeah, and I got pregnant by him. So now it's like that
That
whole
shit
fantasy
corny.
done went
I
out the
reject
window.
your answer. That's corny as fuck.
Then I'm gonna.
What celebrity you find
Take me back
attractive?
out. Take me back out.
Like,
You gotta
I've been my
That's
baby
corny.
since
That's corny.
97.
It's not
since
corny.
I am.
It's gotta be
I
somebody you
know
never
what I
met
mean?
before. Somebody you don't
Yeah.
know.
But with me having
Yeah.
worked in the
I've been
industry,
loving
now,
Nas.
You met everybody?
I think Nas is the only
Okay,
one.
so
I've
somebody
never
you
met
never met.
people that I
That
thought
instant
was cute,
shit
and
out
then
of
you
you.
got
You know
to
what I
You
mean?
gotta be somebody you never
Like,
met. You gotta name somebody
Right.
you never met.
Come on,
Listen from
see?
people you met.
It
It's
used
somebody you never met.
it used
Look,
to
he
be
getting frustrated.
it
Look
used
at
to be Will Smith because I
Have
thought
you ever
he
met
was-
him? Have you ever met him?
I
Okay,
love
then Will Smith count.
So Will Smith used to be like, okay, he cute. I like this little corny butt. You gotta understand.
She like corny niggas too.
I was
Not real corny.
no. So what? I was like super nerd in high school. When I say nerd, I mean like super
Yes,
nerd.
nerds of the world unite.
Yes, I
always thought
Oh
Urkel
my
was
God.
cute.
So
I was
yeah,
never that
Stefan,
bad.
he
I
was
was
like
never
watching
that bad.
me. I was
I love
super
Julian
nerdy
White.
in high
I
school.
was
Like I was
never
on
that
the
But
honor
you
roll.
heard of Stefan?
I was more like
lucky.
Stefan.
Stefan Urkel. I was like, oh, he fine.
You know what? I had a biggest crush on LDB from Immature. But when they had that concert at the Macon Coliseum, I got a chance to dance with him, and he threw his towel at me. I still have that towel
got
to
it?
this day.
See, I was not like that.
I
Like when I was the whole, oh my gosh, even with the Millennium Tour, I'm like, I never liked any of those dudes. Like,
See,
They was all little kids.
like
Like, they all
my,
little kids.
my
I don't even
sister
look
was
at that.
obsessed
whole
with
generation.
B2K, and
Pretty
I'm like,
Ricky.
The whole generation was children.
See, I was
I was
immature
wrong.
back in the day.
I was immature
High
too,
five,
but
and
I never was
Shout out
in
to
love
Howard.
with
This
them.
shit. Fire ever fall
in love
again.
I will make
Sure that the ladies are
Yeah, no.
Someone
Are we
that
out?
I can believe in.
We out.
Lord, Jesus.
Kickback TV live from Atlanta.
What up?
The wildest night ever. This shit.
It's a party, y'all. Come join us.
Make sure y'all tune in next week.
No doubt.
Every Sunday, we live on Facebook. Every Monday, we on YouTube. They still singing. One of them niggas died of AIDS.